I did not watch Spring Break yet. I saw pieces. I had a little bit of homework to do. So I'm going to need some help. The Hubs watched it. Well, parts of it. I know that some of my people in here watched it, so they're gonna help me because I didn't see everything. I did, however, get to see Oba Femi debut. He's a problem. He's a big boy. Um, but I'm gonna put the link in here, and then we'll get started so that I can. Can you give me the ibuprofen, please, so that I can get out of your hair? Thank you so much. Okay. First things first, before I let my peoples in here, I went live at 2 minutes ago. So 10:13 would be the correct time frame. So Kayla was in here commenting at 10:13. Hello, top commenter of the day goes to Kayla, then Young Boy J, and then Icy Brazy. Okay. Thank y'all so much for being my top commenters of the day. If you want to be top commenter of the day when I go live, you've got to pop in and you can get that first, second, or third slot. Okay? Totally up to you guys. But yes, that is how it goes down. Everybody getting the pleasantries out the way. Amazing. All right. So when everybody's ready, you guys can come on in and help me do the show because I have no idea how it went. I only know about certain matches. So apparently this match was up first. This was the first match of the night.
Yeah.
The Don and the Underboss Stacks went up against Pretty Deadly. Kenny gave me full spring break-in notes. All right. So according to Kenny's notes, which I know some of y'all love when Kenny gives the notes, so I'm going to give y'all the notes just as she gave them. She said, and I quote, kicking off the night with Tony D'Angelo and Stacks versus Pretty Deadly, the trunk match. Okay. Kenny said, she said, these boys wasted no time to get into it. She said it was close, but no cigar for Pretty Deadly. They managed to get Stacks in the trunk, but unfortunately for them, a fire extinguisher and a crowbar got the win for Tony and Stacks. So Pretty Deadly lost to the Mafia Boys, and that's
Yeah.
where we're at.
While
Okay,
they was riding down the street, they was banging in the trunk. Tony was like, "What is that?" Stacks was like, "Don't worry about it. I'm gonna handle it." He beat their ass with the trunk.
what?
He was like, "Everything good?" He's like, "Everything fine back there. Ain't no problem." He's like, "But anyways, like I was saying, such a good match, so easy."
What the fuck?
That is funny.
It was
Okay, let's go to the next one. He said Andre Chase went up against Braun Breaker. Andre was in on this wigger's ass. She called him a wigger. He said Andre was on this wigger's ass since the bell rang, but that pep talk MVP Duke Hudson gave wasn't enough because Andre tapped out rather quickly. I can't believe they served Andre up like that. I can believe it. I could believe it. It's not even Andre Chase's fault, to be honest. It's more specifically to try to show how ruthless Brian Breaker is, but you could just let that happen naturally.
It's giving sour.
Whatever. I don't care. I mean, you could, take a few cues from your girl and,
Child,
just
they
be
sharing
shitty.
the same promos.
Just
Yeah.
be a shitty human being,
Trust and believe. They taking cues from each other because they sharing the same shit.
Well, that's y'all girl. Y'all the one talking about she was eating people up last week, so
She was before Brian came out the next week and said the same goddamn thing.
Well,
I guess I wasn't feeling it, so
She was shooting on everybody. Sheeta.
Okay,
I guess.
moving on. Fuck ass Cora went up against Lyra Valkyria. She said, honestly, I gave no fucks about AJ Lee and CM Punk's illegitimate child.
I don't give a fuck about that bitch.
Don't do too much.
Kitty, please.
Not too much on CJ.
Ah,
I'll take Bud like bitch, but you better leave those other two up out of this.
oh my God. She said, and with the way Valkyria was beating this pancake ass, Lyra should have won. Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So apparently, fuck ass Cora beat Lyra. I did get to see the end where she grabbed her kendo stick. The ref took it. She tried to chop block Lyra, but Lyra had to sell it in the weirdest way.
Until Lyra was not ready for that shit. She said, "Oh shit, my time."
Right.
Goddamn.
I don't
Chop
think
block.
she did it right. Cora, you gotta get your shit together.
No, I
I'm
want
okay with
Cora.
you being, whatever fucking character you want to be, but your wrestling is subpar and it's not cute. It's very obvious that something is off here with you. I don't know what's going on, but the difference, I'll explain it to you this way. Turn it down, please, so you don't flag it. When Tiffany
Oh,
Stratton goes into the ring to perform, there are very few things that you can say about her performance. She moves like she's supposed to. She catches when she's supposed to. She sells when she's supposed
Think
to.
we should catch Tiffany tonight.
No, hold on. I'll get to that in a minute. Tiffany performs to the best of her ability, which is beyond yours. And that says a lot because you've been wrestling longer than she has. And she's been able to come in and supersede you. And that doesn't make any sense to me. You got to clean up, tighten up, and get it together. Yeah, you lethal on the microphone, but that don't mean shit if you can't perform in the ring. If
I
your
mean,
match
come
quality
on.
is not good enough, then you're going to have to find another way to make yourself stand out. Key people you need to look at the Miz. I'm not trying to shit on Miz, but Miz is not the greatest wrestler in the world. And quite honestly,
That
there
is
are a lot of people who could have superseded him, but he was able to push himself forward with his character and still be able to perform to the best of his ability with some of the greatest in the world.
I
Like
got
that match with Seth Rollins he had a few weeks back, it was
That was
great.
bomb. They
Okay.
did that.
So you're gonna have to figure something out, sis. I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm dead ass serious. It's not fun to watch your matches. Yeah, a lot of people like your promos or whatever, and that's cute and all. But when you get you ready to get in the ring, especially with somebody like Valkyria, she's gonna expose you. And I think that's what happened to you today.
Child, she been exposed. She got exposed against Roxanne. Shit.
I'm just saying. Well,
But in regards to Tiffany, Tiffany kind of already had a foundation with gymnastics. So as far as Cora, I don't know what her deal is. I've never known what her deal is, but that's my Shot Town
Cora
girl.
had
So
wrestling background
shout
though,
out. She
so
had
she
like
should
two
know
years of
better.
wrestling. So I wouldn't say much of a wrestling background.
She had a
But she
hot.
should be doing way better than what she's doing now. I'll say that.
Anyways.
But decent match.
Grayson Waller went up against Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship. Kenny said, "I bet
Slap.
every time Grayson smile in the morning, his lips crack and bleed."
Honey, lemon, and sugar. That's all you need.
She said Trick was taken out by Grayson with a chair. If Grayson keeps targeting that leg on Melo, he ain't gonna be him. He just gonna be him. On account of Grayson getting caught in the ropes, he is him, and Melo is still NXT champion. Melo calls Braun out for a match at Battleground, and Braun sneak attacks. I told you they were gonna have a match at Battleground.
They could have
Um,
just shit at spring break in. God damn.
Yeah.
I,
Or a
John
spring
Breakin,
breakout if you're
we
from
don't
Florida.
We don't give a fuck about Braun versus Melo. I mean,
Especially if it's gonna be like it was the last time, which was it was very Braun heavy, and Carmelo didn't really do much in that match.
I said in the group chat he went into it relying on his skill, but you can't outpower him when you don't match his size. So your skill is irrelevant. You have to outsmart Braun. You have to think outside the box. What it's gonna take to put this big motherfucker down? Not I can out wrestle you. Okay, yeah. I can fold your ass up like a pretzel.
You know what you gotta do?
And that's what he did the whole time. He was tossing his ass around, looking crazy.
You gotta get a kennel and be like, you going to the pound. To the
Okay.
pound.
I clear his ass in one promo so good. I like, you know what? You want to be around here barking so give me a leash. Let's put this bitch on it.
I am so tired.
Put this bitch on a leash and track her to Pet Smart.
Aaliyah said she hasn't really improved as much as she did when she was in the Indies. That's not saying a whole bunch, but that's what I'm saying. She has
That's the
prior
problem.
wrestling experience and Tiffany does not. There's no excuse. Now, I'm not saying that she has to move at a certain speed or anything like that. What I'm saying is when you have somebody who comes in off the street and the only background they have is their gymnastics, their disciplines might be similar, but the background is different. That's a whole different ballgame. Cora already knows the game. She shouldn't be light years ahead of Tiffany, but she should be a few steps ahead of her. She's
Yeah.
regressed. There's a difference.
Cause when she came in, when I ain't like the bitch for real, when she came in, she was pretty on fire, you know, and then it just stayed that way.
She's
She
not
has
where
not
I believe she
improved.
should be, because even Roxanne has gotten into a groove where she had her match quality improves as the longer she does it. That is
Yes.
not the case with Cora. And everybody that I when I say that, they act like I be hating on her. I'm really not. I
No.
want Cora to be great, and she can be, but her wrestling capability is not where it should be. If somebody like Soul is coming in and surpassing you. You've got girls like, and if they give Jakara the room, she could. Like, you got so many girls coming in from those next in line programs. They hungry, they eat, and then you standing in there resting on the fact that you could talk real good. That's great. You want to be like Trish Stratus, fine, but Trish Stratus got her ass out there and worked.
Okay.
Eventually, she was one of the girls that you could not be. So you can't be one of the girls or be like your idol AJ Lee and not have the wrestling skill to back up that mouth. Because what's going to happen is you're going to punched in it, and then you're going to be sitting out there crying.
Okay, because now AJ Lee ain't do a whole lot of wrestling, but I can tell you she's had better matches than what you doing.
I have to
Yes.
agree. So
But
you're
I
going to
said it when
give
she first
people.
got there. I was like, everybody's like, "Oh my God, Cora Jade, she's so great." I'm like, she not really doing nothing.
I don't understand what
But
we're looking at, is what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to understand what the appeal was. Was Cora was cute when she got there. She had this campy, you know, punk personality with the skating board. I was like, okay, that's different. We haven't seen that in a while, so let it ride. But it was nothing to write home about. She had some nice placements in certain matches and with certain people, but Cora was not the star in any of those matches. If you go back and watch all of that shit now, you'll see what I mean.
She wasn't. Besides
So
War Games, but that match was pretty much ass
the
anyways.
it
only
was
thing to
ass.
me, she had a spot. That
She
was
had a
it.
spot,
That was
but the
it.
match wasn't even that good.
And
So
that
I'm not
match
gonna give
was
her
horrible. That was one of the worst
that.
war games.
I'm not gonna give
Mhm.
her that because that match was ass
It
per
was really,
everybody.
really,
I'm
Everybody,
not
Ooh,
gonna I'm not gonna say it was Mandy
including
or
Toxic Attraction.
yeah, it
All of
was
y'all.
everybody from good to bad. Everybody knew better in that match and everybody fumbled, everybody was stumbling, everybody was missing
the
steps. It
match
was terrible.
stinks.
I
I was like,
hated that
yeah,
war
send
game.
that shit up
I
to the
hated
main
it so
roster.
much. It
Cause
was
these
so
kids ain't
boring.
got it. But given the climate of where NXT is now, that is a kind of lot of a pressure because it's not what it was what like 5 years ago, 8 years ago. Girls 8 years ago, they could do that. They was tussling. These people are new. They know you gonna throw them to the wolves like that. They
Yeah.
ain't ready. They was not ready at all. Well, the new
I just wanted to
girls.
be clear on what I meant so people can understand where I was coming from. Oftentimes, y'all listening, but y'all not really listening. Then when it come up later on that I was right, it be crickets in here. They be
Okay.
understand.
They be
Hold
like
on.
that
Rico
Katy Perry
said
meme.
2.5 women's matches, all with decent time. The main roster could never. They actually went overtime for this women's match that they had.
Child, they
They
always
did.
go overtime. That's why I asked the last week. I said, what time does NXT go off?
And then see go off
They
at 10, baby. And I swore
NXT
that
been going off at 10:15 for the past 4 months. I
Yeah.
swear to
I
God, it's
don't
been
understand that.
10:15.
I don't
I'm
get
like,
it.
y'all love going overtime. Ain't nobody gonna say shit to y'all.
Well, they
No,
don't
because
got nothing
NBC
but Jurassic
Universal
Park
giving them
on,
the
so
time.
Sean be
I,
like, I'll pay that fine. Don't worry about it. We're gonna keep
right.
going over.
I
We
mean,
got shit to say.
it's cute. I mean, what I thought the match was gonna be short because it was late when they started the match. And
yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this match is not gonna last long, but this damn match was 10 minutes long. I'm like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what the hell going
Child,
on here?
they been going
Anyways,
overtime, and I love it.
y'all already talked about Cora and Valkyria, but Lyra lost and Cora won. She tried to cheat and it worked out in her favor.
So she didn't
Um,
try to cheat. She did cheat.
okay, baby. We
Hmm.
got Waller and Carmelo. I'll go to them next because I fuck ask Kiana. I'm gonna keep her for the end. Okay. Um,
That was the
um
key.
I'm gonna close that one out.
we already talked about Brian and and Carmelo and Grayson. Grayson is out. I suspect that Grayson Waller and Pretty Deadly will probably be pulled up in the draft this
Yep.
coming Friday or Monday. If not, I'll be shocked. Honestly, Grayson Waller needs to go up. There's nothing else for him to do in NXT. It doesn't seem like they're going to give him a championship. He had, quite frankly, they could have put Grayson on Wesley and let Grayson take the title off of West if that was
Hmm.
the case. But they chose to go this other route with Wesley, with Charlie Dempsey and Drew Gulak. Okay,
Murder muffin.
which that's fine, live your best life. But at this point, like outside of kayfabe, right? We're just talking about what we see and not going off of emotion. Grayson Waller is one of the best characters they have in NXT, in the ring and outside of it. So if you're gonna keep him, you need to make sure that he means something to NXT. My solution would have been to give him the North American Championship. Would I have been mad as a fan of Wesley? Yes, but at the grand scheme of things, it makes sense. Okay. I'm not opposed to him having the North American Championship, but if you're not going to give him any title at the moment, then he needs to go up to the main roster where he can make all the noise he wants and start some real shit. Now,
Okay.
if you're gonna keep him down there, like I said, then this shit with Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey need to be wrapped up really quick, like, and I mean within the next couple of weeks, it needs to be over. Battleground needs to be the last time you see Dempsey and Drew Gulak going after Wesley, and then you need to put Waller on Wesley if you're gonna keep him down there. If not, pull him up to the main roster and put him on SmackDown or Raw, depending on where LA Knight is. Wherever LA Knight is, put him on the opposite show.
Yep.
Don't have them
Yeah.
on the same show. Just put them
Ever.
in the separate situations and make Grayson Waller your workhorse guy. Same way you did Seth Rollins. Give that same arc to Grayson Waller, but on a heel front. Let him push
Hmm.
his way through certain people and then get to a mid card
Eh,
championship. And then work his way up to something else. But don't just give him the floor out the gate. You got to start giving people time to get there.
Yes.
Okay. Now, as
It
far as
was not our
Carmelo
fault
is
you got rid of your
concerned,
whole middle roster.
right? It's because he's gonna be one of the building stones of that mid card division, and you need that right now because
Yes.
everybody's so focused on Roman, you forget there's two other titles that's in that company that the men can go after.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said it in the group chat, but we can circle back around to that after you get
see
done with
ya.
the review.
Now, when it comes to Carmelo Hayes in the group chat, they were talking. I came in late. I don't want Carmelo to keep the title past
Next
battleground.
month.
He doesn't
I
need
if
that
he's
long.
gonna beat Braun, he's gonna beat Braun, but I don't want him to keep it. I don't want him to keep it past a few months after that. If we're being real, because
He should be one of those
Carmelo could also
oddball
come up.
call ups
Yeah.
right before Survivor Series or after Survivor Series. That's when he needs to come around. Hell, probably even around SummerSlam time.
Since they got Night of Champions at the end of May, and then they're going to be moving into prepping for SummerSlam. There's a lot of go between in there. Plus, there's a new champ. You got a whole situation coming up for WWE. That's all going to be new shit. So for me, if I was booking it, I have Carmelo drop it either after Night of Champions or sometime in July where there's no pay per view, which more than likely will probably be when NXT does another PLE.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have him drop it in during that time, and then I would decide where to put him. Depending on how the roster is balanced, is how you would decide where Carmelo Hayes would go. He would shine the best, in my opinion, on Raw. Raw has a longer time, and there are a lot of people on Raw that Carmelo Hayes can bounce off of. Plus, MVP is there. And I believe that given the fact that he's a black talent and MVP knows how to nurture them the best, you pull him
Hmm.
off of Omos, make Omos somebody else's enforcer like he was before, because that's how he works the best, and make Carmelo Hayes a MVP guy the same way you would do Paul Heyman. Or if you want to be petty, put him with Paul Heyman.
That is some petty shit. Now I'd say,
Here for it.
I've been preaching this for the since they broke up. THB need to get back together. Have Omos in the back, not saying shit, just standing there.
Who need to get back together?
The Hurt Business.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Um,
He needs to be the bodyguard like he started off in this bitch.
if
I
they
don't
ever do,
say nothing.
if they ever do the mix match chat, well, whatever the fuck that shit was they were doing, Fallon and Trick need to be a team. Thank you. That is all.
I'm gonna get to them in a second. Oh goodness.
Country tricks.
It
Okay.
works though.
All right. So she said there was some go betweens in between on spring break in that I have to talk about. She said Dijak beat the shit out of Ilya Dragunov. She said I'm
Child.
sure that'll be a match. Maybe not. From what I saw on the dirt sheets,
Beat
Ilya is
the
heavily
shit out
considered
that
to be
nigga.
pulled up to the main roster as well. Quite frankly, if you're gonna pull him, JD McDonough should have been one of the people you consider as well. A lot
Call
of people don't
Dijak
like
ass up
Yeah,
JD,
too.
but outside of my personal feelings for him,
he
you're
can
not
rap.
going to give him the title either, as far as I see. So
He
pull
can
his
go.
ass up, fill out the
Yeah.
roster, and give people some variety so they can see. He pair well against Ricochet. I think they both have a real good move set and arsenal. It'd be fun to watch, to be
I want
honest.
to see him beat up Dolph.
That'd be a good matchup too. Like Dolph is another person that people really don't give enough credit to. And if he's not doing anything outside of WWE, he's a good person to have as a workhorse for some of the newer talent to pull in. That's what I mean. People like Grayson Waller can work with Dolph Ziggler too, and that'll work for them getting themselves to the top of the mountain and pushing themselves through. So we'll see what Triple H does, but you know how he is. He's a story based guy.
He don't listen.
Child. Him and his
Anyways,
fuck ass stories.
it said
Mhm.
Joe Gacy versus Joe Coffey. If Joe Gacy wins, the Dyad get a tag team title shot against Gallus. If Joe Gacy loses, the Dyad will never challenge for those titles as long as Gallus has them. Okay, that's interesting.
They might as
Die in the
well
back
lose
like we don't
then.
give a fuck.
The dyad is like, okay, because and you know what's interesting? It's like we saw all the dirt sheets say they were gone. They're out. They're not coming back. And we're
Mm,
like, but we see them today. Like y'all said this y'all said this yesterday morning, and they're wrestling today. This is live. This
literally.
isn't taped. So what happened? Something tells me by battleground they're either going to have the titles or they're going to have that a single shot. They're going to get those
Well,
But
championships.
the
they
one
still said they
dude,
leave in
yeah.
October. They said they should have up October 14th, and they are leaving.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
That's what they said. As of now, we still have time. It's only
Mm-hmm.
April.
Mm-hmm. They said they was gone for sure, for sure.
Yeah, they did. The dirt sheet said they were granted a release.
Mm-hmm.
but then I want to say either yesterday or Sunday,
It was denied.
the long hair dude, can't never remember his name, he tweeted, he was like, it was denied, but our contracts are up October 14th, and we look forward to letting y'all know what our next steps are
I
when
just
we
call him
get
the
there.
underwear model.
Okay, great. Um, Gigi Dolan versus JC Jane Part 3, and Gigi's brother's gonna be ringside. Now, I saw her hollering and screaming in Vic's headset. I don't know why she ain't just grabbing a microphone, but she was mad because JC was talking shit about her little brother, which fair. You know, JC need to mind your big ass horse teeth ass. Need to stop talking about people's families. All right. Mind your fucking business and find a foundation that fits. I'm tired of looking at you
Child,
like you gray yellow every single day. You do not
olive
have
green
olive
ass
undertones.
bitch.
You don't have olive undertones, babe. Stop it. Just stop it. Just go somewhere else. Get you a makeup artist that can help you find your shit. Because most of the time you be lobster red. You Larry the lobster red. Okay, so if that's the case, find you some foundation to cancel that shit out. Because I'm tired. You go from
Okay.
grayish to beige real quick in the foundation department. You
Let's
either
not
that or
forget
you
about
real
olive
nutty.
green.
It's just you
Hmm.
just irritating my soul, and I don't like it. Fix it, okay? Before
See,
you
we
start
love
talking
her.
about people's families, just fix that first. And them big ass teeth you got. I feel like you a
Yeah.
biter. You be biting people. You be biting people. Yeah,
Oh, you
that's
think she getting
disrespect.
mad if I suggest that? How about you bite her?
Yeah, you a
She
biter.
like, what?
You take your
Bite
cues
her.
from Austin Theory. Y'all some
Bite her
biters.
shoulder. Bite
That's
it
a
hard.
mess. With what they were saying about the brands possibly being brand exclusive again, they definitely need to bring up both to fill these rosters. Once they shake up everything and people start going where they need to go, a lot of people are going to be appearing on the roster that we probably would have never seen. Somebody like
Dana.
Cameron Grimes.
Rico is so difficult. You go sit there and type.
Yeah, they both said WWE denied their release and they're going to wait until their contracts are up on October. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care.
It is what it is.
If they
I
don't
mean,
want to
I
be
feel
there, that's
like
fine. I understand it because, like I said, GYV should have been gotten the championships a long time
long time
ago.
ago,
I don't
before
understand how
Imperium,
Gallus was able to get the titles before them. Pretty Deadly got them on their first night there. Like they brought tag teams over there and got them titles before they even was looked at. And I was
Creed
just like,
Brothers got him before then.
yeah, like I'm like GYV were good workers. They had good heel characters. They were good wrestlers, period. And they could work as a face. They were there. You chose to overlook them. So let them go wherever the fuck they want to go.
they got passed up like 4 or 5 times.
Like you could have been gave them the titles. They ain't never been NXT tag team champions.
Nope,
Never.
not even
So if they
overseas.
want
I
to
don't
leave,
think.
they well within their right to do so. And I don't fucking blame them.
Yeah, I don't either because it's like I came here for a better opportunity. I got TV time, but every time the tag titles, the conversation come up, I'm in it, but I don't win it. You
Honestly,
went Diamond Mine, you went Imperium,
right.
you went
Imperium
Gallus.
got
Like
them like
you
three
got people
times.
from the other show that I
Shit.
was on to pass me up. We ain't
Yep.
all of us wrestled the goddamn same.
And I beat them.
All of us wrestled the motherfucking same, and you
And
cannot go sit
MSK
up here
had
and
the
tell me they
titles
not.
before them.
Hmm.
Okay? And when they dropped it, y'all still didn't even look at us.
Still didn't
It's
give it to
like,
them.
no, I don't want to
Repackaged
be
them, had them
here.
all coming out there creepy and shit. And you
And
still didn't give them
still
the
said,
title.
no.
Right.
Nope. I don't think so.
You can go to Sephora and get matched all you want to, but that ain't gonna help.
You need to know
Sephora's
your
kiosk going to
natural,
Sephora and getting matched does not help you get your foundation.
she needs to
Sephora
know her
matches in
natural
your
look
undertone.
and her stage makeup look when the light hit her because, baby, olive green is not it.
Her problem is not that she needs to go to Sephora to get matched. You can go to Sephora and get matched. Them heifers don't know nothing about makeup either.
You need to blend that shit yourself. You know what you look like.
At least not the ones who I know. If you black and you go to Sephora, you definitely ain't gonna get matched right. So it's all about trial and error with foundation. You buy two or three of them, and since you can return shit to Sephora, buy two or three of them that look like it's close to your skin tone, and then go home and test it out. If
Don't
they
they
don't
say
fit,
you go darker just a little bit?
Huh?
Don't you go a little bit darker than your skin tone?
I don't. You go darker in the summer. You go lighter in the winter.
I stay
Summertime, you
Oh,
go
dark.
darker because obviously you get hit by the sun more often. So you'll wear a shade darker. But in the wintertime, your skin lightens naturally because there's rarely any sunlight beaming on you. So you wear a lighter shade. I usually go for a neutral tone in the winter, and then I wear something a little warmer in the summer. I have golden neutral undertones. So I can pretty much fit any foundation that's in a medium deep skin tone that works for me. I have a multitude of foundations in here that work. But if you just going by undertone, oftentimes it can make you look really weird. Gigi, well, JC's undertone is not no olive green golden color like the one she be wearing. And then on top of that, she wears contour and bronzer, and it just looks like mud on her face. Somebody's not doing it right. Whether it's her or the makeup artist, which the makeup artists need to have their asses whooped if they're the ones doing it. Because you're
they do
sending
needed
her
that.
out there. You're sending her out there, and you know that the lights are going to expose her. The camera is exposing her. Y'all got sufficient lighting in the back to be able to see what needs to be seen. And she
Therefore,
always looks like that.
you makeup artist bitches and not estheticians, that's the wrong thing. And you hair artists, stylists are not doing your job.
Hmm.
And y'all been not doing your job. And now it
Now,
shows.
according to Gigi, her brother gonna be there. I don't think that's a good idea, but
Go off, sis.
right. Okay, so what said, is it possible they could renew and repackage them into grizzled young veterans on
It's
the
too
main
late.
roster? But if they want to leave after this, I really can't be mad at them for this. I mean, that's up to them. That GYV got to make that decision. They clearly
It's too
have
late.
decided that the best thing for them is to leave,
Fuck.
which more than likely they'll probably leave and go to AEW, which is where everybody goes. They may have a shot at Impact, going to Impact or going to NWA Power. But if we're being honest, the lower you get past Impact, the lower the market, the lower the exposure.
Yep.
So
NWA
it
was
is what
cool,
it is.
but they a lot of their audience is like
Now,
not
if I
for
was
it right now.
GYV, I'd go over to Japan and go stack my money. That's just me.
Fuck.
That and either that or
Bitch,
I'll go
you
to
leaving.
Impact.
I go to Japan, stack
Oh
my
my
money,
god.
go
Oh
make
my
me
god.
some coins right
But
quick.
going to the main roster to be repackaged as what I just was, just to sit back there some more, because they're not gonna give you him the titles. You go
Now,
to the main
Triple H
roster, it's
is
already a
one who
slew of
believes in tag
rosters.
teams. Trip
Yeah,
believes
but it's
in tag teams,
already so
but
many tag teams that's in line before GYV.
if he
So they
cared,
be
if he
back in
really
the
wanted
same
to keep him, he'd
position.
give him the titles
They might as well
at
say
some
goodbye.
point.
Good
I
night.
Okay.
don't
Good
know.
night.
I
I
don't
mean, at
know if
some
I
point,
could.
yeah, but then you still be waiting around. That's the whole
I'm gonna
time
be
waiting
honest.
around.
Like I said, I can't be mad at him for wanting to leave. You not respecting me enough as a tag team and as a worker in this company to at least acknowledge that I deserve that because I have given my all to NXT this entire time that they were one of the first people from UK to be pulled over.
Yep,
So for
they
them to be
were.
passed over that many times, and then you put us with Joe Gacy, which fine, it was a nice gimmick, but Schism never really got to where it needed to be.
No.
Nope.
So what are you doing with us? Where are we going? You won't have no answers for me. You can't tell me nothing. Then I'm leaving.
Simple as that. Sounds
And
fair to
there's
me.
nothing wrong with that. WWE got to learn how either to start treating their superstars like they are commodities and not like they're expendable, or letting people go when they request to be let go. Because the longer you hold on to them, the worse off it's gonna be. Yeah, they're gonna work, but they're gonna be disgruntled. Let them people leave. They
They
don't want to
won't.
work with what you're trying to get or what you're trying to do. That is okay. Business is business. At the end of the day, don't burn your bridges and just make it so that you can come back when you're ready. That's it.
Ooh, ooh, shit. That's bright. Oh,
Mm-mm.
oh.
MSK got them titles on the silver platter. Yeah. And then they was
I'm
booed out
sure.
the damn building. I wonder how it looks in person on JC. Like a mask. Like she
Mhm.
took foundation and rubbed it on her face with a butter knife.
It's giving
Well,
scary.
There you go. I hope that picture helps.
it's
Because they could have,
given
yeah.
avocado and mashed potatoes.
Mm,
What the fuck
Uh,
is this? When did that get there? God damn, I can't have nothing
Wesley
nice.
versus Drew Gulak, Tyler Bate, and Charlie, my man Dempsey is ringside. Okay, this is all happening next week.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
And Tyler Bates said he was gonna be ringside.
he just gonna be
With
at
his
his
fake
side.
ass phoniness.
Which, yeah, like that was so weird. The way he offered, he was like, "How about I'll be in your corner and I can help you out?
I don't
Sound
know, but
good?" I was like, "You
Russell
know what?
Crowe
That
giving
does
fake.
sound good." I was like, "That sounds something
Odd.
about." I said, "Yeah." I was like, "Something about him being uber nice to everybody is just not sitting right with me." I know it's people like that, but they usually just pop up. They don't
Russell
ask
He
Crowe
first.
giving fake.
was
His shit is
okay.
just weird.
It's real namaste. Okay, babes.
Yeah, I'm like, that's something about that just don't sit right. And we know how you used to get down.
All right.
Mhm.
Roxanne versus Tiffany versus Indy Hartwell for the NXT Women's Championship. She said during the match, Medical came down on the side with Indy during the halfway point of the match, her ankle possibly. She was in the back, but she came back out. Let's go, Indy. She retains. Well, good for Indy Hartwell if
Yeah.
she retained. Now I did see how she fell. It's possible that something was actually wrong with her ankle. The way that Tiffany did, what was it, a somersault?
She just need to stay off the top rope.
Tiffany did. In Tiffany's defense, Tiffany sold it correctly. Tiffany did execute the move correctly. Indy, however, buckled underneath the weight of trying to catch her. So I don't think that was Tiffany's fault. That was just,
Did y'all see Tiffany make sure her ass wasn't hitting the floor?
Hell
yeah.
yeah. She
And
turned
you wouldn't
around
want
real
your ass
quick.
to hit that hard ass
So,
floor either.
flashbacks.
Shit.
She said, "Oh no, ma'am, I've been there. That's how I got these titties." Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Now, they did do a stunt in the middle of that match that Rico was not a fan of, apparently. And they had Indy look like she was really, really injured, so they carried her out to the back. She was back there, and you gotta understand, Shawn Michaels come from an era where showmanship was a part of the game too. So
He
a lot
made
of
it
his
that.
tricks and tips and stuff are very reminiscent of what it was like in 1998 for them to be wrestling. That kind of shit happened. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay,
My birthday is on Thursday.
it is on Thursday.
Okay, Ian.
Her birthday
Dang.
is on Thursday. 2 more days. She gonna be older.
She gonna be 25.
Oh, okay.
Child.
Wait, what?
25.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you met us, we were like 20.
True.
Fuck. It ain't been that long, has it?
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting
He
there.
said, "Damn."
Damn. I'm sorry. Yes, it
I
has
was
been that long.
32. I started doing this stuff on Instagram, babe. So it has been a while. It's been 4 years.
Fuck, it was
Yeah,
like.
I was working at the slave trade.
Not the slave.
Yeah, the overnight shift at that.
I can't. That double arm drag, Roxanne didn't come off well.
No,
I
it
don't
didn't.
think because of how they sold it, but I'll have to look
It's
back
because
at
her
it.
ass is small as hell.
Who did
Trying to
she do this
arm
on?
drag big
She did
bitches.
on both of them.
Oh, so it was Roxanne pulling both of them over.
Like
Well,
she grabbed both of their arms. She kind of got herself on the top rope and flipped off the rope and was supposed to do the arm drag. But like Don said, she's so little.
yeah, but
They
they're
had to.
supposed to sell it. It's
But
on
they.
Indy and Tiffany's job
But you
to make
can't
it
do
look
two
correct
big bitches
with
at the same time,
They're
though.
waiting for them to sell it because she's so damn short. When they had.
it.
I could
No,
see if she did Tiffany in one corner and then turned around and did Indy in the other corner. You got two big bitches in the corner, and you only 5 feet.
if she okay, I didn't get to see it. So like I said, it really, even if she was bigger, it would be awkward for her to do that on her own. So they have to make it look pretty. It has to look pretty. It's the only way to explain it. If they don't make it look pretty, it's gonna look wonky and awkward. It's gonna look that way anyway because Roxanne is an itty bitty woman. So that just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
Little
I
Bill's
won't
got it
hold that
made.
much against her for that one.
Get you some platforms, bitch.
That's a part of the game, unfortunately. Ooh, you fail.
Yeah.
I can't wait to treat people smaller than me.
Right? He said, well, Sean need to get over himself and make shit make sense. Well, it did make
Yeah,
sense.
it
I
did
mean,
make sense. You just
she
wasn't a
got
fan
injured
of it,
in the
babe.
match.
She came
She
out
came
there.
back out there and was with resilience and tenacity to win the match. Like that makes sense. That's a part of the game. I just told you.
What is that? What that you looking for, Ricardo?
I mean, what do you want? Like, I mean, if let's put it this way, if she never came back out there, she never would have lost her title. She would have been able to have grounds to get that title challenged again at Battleground to whoever had it, and they weren't going to drop it back to her. So
I feel like it made it a better story with her being injured because people wanted Indy to win, but we was not looking for Indy to win the match.
Yeah,
no,
because
we
And the
wasn't.
fact
Monster
that she
Fury
got
sucked.
injured and came back out, that
It
just
was a nice
shows
little. It was a nice little piece. Cause
the
why in
triumph.
big ass and underdog? This bitch towers over most of them bitches. You don't understand what underdog means.
You don't have to be small to be an underdog.
No, like Roxanne is the one who's a former champion. She had the title, so she wouldn't be considered an underdog because she knows the game. Tiffany Stratton has been winning every single match since she got to this one. She has yet to lose one, so she doesn't have any underdog in this fight either. Indy Hartwell is the underdog because we're gonna be honest, she was a loser before she got that championship. Okay,
Yes.
and even then, she needed help to get the title. If we're being fair, let's keep it
Yeah,
real. So she is the underdog. Despite being the champion, she is the underdog in that match.
And then Tiffany got rounds to go for a rematch because she did not eat the pin.
That's where it's heading.
yeah.
Battleground is going to be Tiffany Stratton versus Indy Hartwell. That's happening. Roxanne, more than likely, is going to be pulled up. She needs to be. If we're being real, I think on the main roster, she'll get a little bit more grit than she would in NXT. I think Shawn Michaels' babies hurt too much.
Yeah, I do too. Cause
Mhm.
you there with Shawn Michaels, and then your personal coach that you started with is there
Yeah,
too. So
Booker
it's
T
not
there.
really like it's not
Yeah,
like people really getting in your ass. You gonna be on the main roster. These bitches is hitting on the main roster. Not saying that you can't take a punch, but these bitches is Rhea be slugging. Rhea's knocking niggas out.
yeah,
Oh, and that's your women's champion. She at the forefront.
right.
Rhea knocking niggas out. Bianca over there picking niggas up like it ain't nothing.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ninja,
four
So
hundred
yeah,
Ninja
you
pound
gotta
basically be
dudes.
plotting a
you gotta
plot.
get into it. You gotta get into it, baby. We gotta get into the
Yeah,
groove. You gotta get knocked
right.
on your ass a couple times. Now, I would definitely put her up against Lacey.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, Lacey got to get out, keep from making herself look dumb on social media.
She gotta stop. She gotta stop doing that. I really wish because it's like she trying to gather cheap heat, but the cheap heat's not even getting you on TV.
Cause you ain't on TV. How you gonna gather heat and your ass ain't on TV?
It's not even getting you on TV. You
It's
gotta work a
like,
little bit
girl,
harder.
just shut up. Go back to
If
being
you
the
gonna
farm
do
girl, cause
posts,
that worked.
do stories, do make
Go ahead and teach
videos. You
Summer
can't
how
just
to farm, and then teach that other little baby how to collect them chicken eggs and shut the fuck up. We don't care about
okay,
none of that shit. You don't want to feed your babies red dye 49. That is fine. Don't feed them that.
okay.
Don't give
Because
them no
all I gotta say to
Kool-Aid.
your ass is, girl, shut your ass up before I feed your baby hot chips.
You don't want them to have no flaming hots or funyuns and shit. That is okay.
Let her
We
ask
all
to
right.
babysit
But
back
damn,
in the
leave us
day.
alone. The
I
rest of
will
us is
shove
all
a
right.
hot dog down all of y'all throats. Move.
Okay. It's all right that you don't want to eat that and you want to be as healthy as possible. And if you stupid enough to believe half of the shit these crazy ass people is putting out there, then so be it. Live your best life, but leave us out of it. I don't need to see it on your social medias because I don't give a damn.
I
Me
just feel
too.
like if you're gonna go the social media route, do what you was doing originally and make videos. Don't be sharing. Everybody's not following you, and everybody ain't checking for you. If you
Sure.
want attention, make videos. Go live. You can't just make
Or
a
go,
post and think
why
we
can't you
reading it.
go in character after a wrestler and start some beef that way so that you can get your stupid ass on TV?
Okay.
Mhm.
Cause don't nobody care about what you what. Because look, it's too much shit going on in the world for you to be sharing misinformation that you know is not true. If you're not smart enough to understand that it's not true, then keep it to your damn self.
Period.
Let's be real.
Because
Nobody
the
was
rest of us
checking for
don't
her
care.
too.
I'm just being honest. There's too much misinformation and not enough real shit happening. And you being stupid, you killing your own career before it could even get out the gate.
Nobody was checking for her until. Or no, I'm sorry.
And it's not good heat when you can't
I'm
even
not gonna
get
say
on
that.
TV.
That's not
It
nice.
doesn't work. It's not working, love. Okay, go back to farming. All
I've been
right.
Yeah.
checking for her since that mixed tag match. Yeah, with
Just
Becky
don't
was
get
fucking
pregnant no more
important.
before they give you the championship, because that's what
Okay.
killed you. Okay, because you could have been champion by now, but because you decided you wanted to have your baby, which I respect it, because getting pregnant after a certain age for women is very difficult. Okay,
Well,
I
how old is
respect
she?
you wanting to have your baby and everything. It's just that kind of derailed the plans, and once you did that, they completely removed your name off the table. Then they came back with this sorry ass excuse for story arc for you, and they made you run your whole life story down
Child.
every single week, and we just got tired, baby. We
When
just
you
got
came
tired.
out there, it was all silent.
Nobody
She
gave
was
a
so
shit. Like, you
y'all.
sit there trying to hype people up. No, see, I know what they need to do with you. Send your ass back to NXT. You need to go back to NXT with the rest of the girls. Because you
Yes.
clearly, I mean, it worked for Mandy. Mandy thick ass was in there. She was killing us for a year as a fucking champion. If she can be champion for a year, then your big ass
Fuck
can be
that
champion.
bitch.
What was
Okay?
it? 340, 314 days?
Every time she come out there, them damn white painted toes was getting laid out on a damn mat
With
before
her
every
wobble walk.
PLE.
Oh my gosh.
She come out there getting even more golden brown every week. She almost was black one week.
No, she was black one
I
week. That
had to
I
double
remember
check.
that.
Who is this mixed girl?
That was doing Valentine's Day. That was doing Black History Month. Her ass came out there brown. I said,
Mm,
wait a minute. I
mm.
said, I know I'm high as hell, but I'm not
You
this
ain't that
goddamn
high.
high. I said, this
You
bitch is
Hmm.
ain't that
black.
high.
I said,
She
I
a
like
real
the
golden
outfit
brown.
though. That outfit was bomb. I like it. I would have made a get off that. But I'm like, she's black.
Hey,
This lady is black.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
Triple H
okay.
sent her ass back to NXT so she can get her shit together. Because clearly being on the main roster is not working for her.
She got her shit
Okay?
together and then some.
Yeah, get it together. Shawn Michaels a babyer enough to get her where she need to be. He good for that. He like nurturing.
Yeah.
well,
Get
Sean
that
You
nose
I feel
face up
like
and
she
feed
needs
it.
to stick with this. People saying no, they don't want to see it, but I feel like that's the only option that's gonna really get her on TV. Make her be like Sergeant Slaughter. She needs to go around
I want her
recruiting
to go back
bitches.
to being the Southern Belle because I like that
She could
character.
still do like a lady kind of thing, but it's like she were looking for people. She like, I'm looking for real woman. I don't need nobody. Ivy, you not it. You short as hell with this fuck ass braid move. Not you.
I like that Southern Belle. She gotta get the outfits together. As a Southern Belle, you're supposed to be wearing nice T-length dresses, good shoes. She had some nice dress, but her shoes was terrible.
She
I
was
hated
like,
her shoes. She wore that old lady ass
she
hat.
said,
Just
I'm
because you
not
was
wearing
Southern
these.
Belle don't mean you had to be tacky.
She said, I'm comfortable in my 4-inch heels. Thank y'all very much.
And that's cute. I ain't
I
had
was
no
like, not with
problem
these
with
you.
that.
kitten ass heels. I said, please add a little 2 inches to that.
Mm-mm.
Give us something. But
Let
I
her
was
go back to
like,
that. I like that, but
originally, I
clearly the
said she
military
needs to
thing ain't working
go,
for her.
she got to do it right. And they ain't doing it right. And I really don't think they give a damn, to be honest with you.
Rico said, but also they couldn't roll properly to sell it because of how Roxanne grabbed their arms. Okay. So it was a fail on both sides.
Mm.
Okay. But she didn't pin Tiffany, so I don't think Tiffany and Indy are done. I said that before you came back in with this one, so you was a little bit behind, baby. Um,
Ketchup.
Ketchup, mustard.
and that's why
Hmm.
her child looked like a bat. Now, see that's not
Who
cool.
said that?
Oh wow.
Rico, this is why you're gonna get your ass whooped. You're not listening to me.
Not a
You
I
can't
bat.
need
talk
you to
about nobody,
listen.
baby.
I need you to listen to me. This kind of shit right here will get you fucked up in the streets. Okay?
You
Right.
said
You
a
don't
And
say
bat.
you can't
nothing.
fight.
You don't say nothing till she says some shit about you that don't nobody know.
I don't give a damn about you having no switchblade, sir. If you don't know how to aim or properly fight with it, you gonna get your ass whooped.
Can you windmill?
Especially with somebody with some kids, because
You got to be
they don't
careful.
even
You
see
can't be saying
clearly
no
after
shit
you
like
kiss.
this. Now
You
her
can't
baby
say
don't look
that.
like no badger. I seen her daughter. I think her daughter named Summer. Her daughter Summer is a cute little girl,
That's the first one. The
and
other
she
one, I
got
don't know what
another
the other
little
one
baby.
is.
The baby don't look like no badger.
The baby like the daddy.
That's wrong. The baby don't look
Hey.
that bad.
I remember the video when she was like, I wasn't talking about your baby. I said the baby like the baby daddy ugly. That's all I said.
Oh.
Then you calling the
But
baby
no, her baby.
ugly?
That was a video.
The
Oh
fuck?
my gosh.
But no, the baby is adorable. I mean, her husband's not a 10, but he ain't a 2. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
do it.
he's if she like it, I love it. He's not a
That's all I
bad
can
looking
say.
man. He's just an average looking man.
Yeah, I seen his before pictures before, before the kids. He was handsome before the kids.
And he started working out. Recently, I seen a couple pictures of him. He looked nice. Now he
Oh, he might be getting back together.
dropped a
You
little
gotta
lbs.
wait. You
He looked
gotta,
nice.
yeah. Sometimes being big ain't for everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody ain't got the
no,
face for
no,
it.
no, it is not.
Everybody ain't got the face. Some people don't be hitting when they bigger, so you gotta lose that weight. It's like,
But I feel like Cora gonna find her way into a match when Tiffany and Indy do fight again.
No.
um, I wouldn't say. I don't think because they don't do back to back triple threats. So after say Indy retained, then Cora gonna be right behind her, waiting for the next shot. If Tiffany wins it, then Cora probably gonna be in the wings somewhere. If they go on Tiffany, Cora needs to go up.
Ew. Oh, having her on Tuesdays is good enough. I can decide if I want to watch that whole or not. I do not want to see her on my screen on Mondays or Fridays. And y'all can be mad at me if you want to, but I don't.
Fuck that beer bottle bitch.
Okay,
Can't even
all
say
right.
that shit since she brought her ass in there.
Because when she came in, when they signed her, she was 20. So Kenny was like, okay, she cool. She seemed down to earth. But then her birthday hit. She's like, finally 21, y'all. On her story, she was drinking Bud Light. And Kenny was like, not just the bitch drinking Bud Light. He said, fuck her. And
Damn.
she been
She
on her
said
ass about that Bud Light
of
since
all
then.
the beers,
You choose
Hmm.
Bud Light.
She was out of everything. You choose fucking Bud Light. She's like, get
she
this
was
Bud Light built
upset.
bitch out of here. I was like, ooh.
Jesus.
And she been a Bud Light bitch since. I was like, I
Honestly,
don't
I
drink
feel like
beer, so I
Lacey
got
would be
to
good
agree.
back in NXT. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, who is the mystery attack? The attack of Soul Ruka because she attacked the
Well,
other
we don't
woman too.
know.
So, who do y'all think is the woman, the mystery attacker?
It
I
Sonya.
could
don't
be
know.
a
Maybe
team
it's
for
a
all
new
we know.
person. I don't
Sonya.
know.
I'm playing. I don't think it's
So yeah.
Sonya, but
Yo,
it
that would be
should
some
be.
shit if it was.
It should be.
She is on the main roster playing with Chelsea. Shit.
I need you to find some other words.
Hmm. I meant what I said. I stand by that. I stand
Said
by
she
it.
I
playing with
need you to
Chelsea
rearrange
Handler.
Playing with
those
Chelsea and
words.
Matt Cordona is at home. Like, yep.
He playing with what's her
Husband of the
name?
world.
Big
Big
Purr.
Purr.
Big Purr.
Pretty much.
He at home.
Big
He not at home. He around. He running. He's on tour with Big Persia.
Mm,
Big Big Purr.
big purr. Stop it. I
People
wish
think
it
I'm
was
playing.
Lash
When I
Legend
hit these
attacking the girls.
scenes,
I thought about it and I said it could be Jakara and Lash, just double teaming them and taking them out. But
Lash got a
I
big
don't
mouth.
know.
Lash want to talk
WWE,
about
Shawn
it.
Michaels not that innovative. He not
He's
that.
not,
It's
especially when it
somebody
comes to the
else.
black
It's
part.
gotta be somebody who is not on the roster
Or
yet.
it could be Tatum,
Yeah, because she
Pat,
fought.
oh,
because
you will.
taking bitches out. We
But it
ain't
was
seen it since
happening
she took
before
out.
Tatum turned dark, though.
Oh, no, I don't know.
That
Who's
was
been
happening
gone?
before Tatum turned dark.
Haven't so been facing like Valentina or something?
Oh
Who?
yeah,
It
Who?
could have been, Electra.
yeah.
It could be Electra. I'll believe that, but her tacky ass will get caught because she's stupid. I don't believe she's smart enough to do the shit.
Well, wow, they.
No,
um,
ain't smart enough to
Ava
dress.
Braun?
So
Wait, Ava Rain?
Mm-hmm.
It could be Ava Rain.
I mean, it could be,
That's some tactful shit though.
but what would that lend for Ava though?
I
No
mean,
way.
she is in schism and she is a
Wait,
heel.
but did y'all hear what
But
she said to Joe Gacy when Coffee walked away? She was like, "Make sure you get yours." It's like, oh, what does that mean?
Mm.
I ain't hear that.
And she
I
did say
also
that.
stopped listening. So
Yeah.
I don't know, Jared. I feel like that's a bit of a stretch.
It's no
yeah, I mean it's a possibility, but it just feel like she don't have because she's not in the women's division right now competing.
Well, maybe that's her way of putting people on notice.
I mean, people don't show up on the screen twice. I'm just saying.
Mm.
And Ava ain't that damn special yet.
No, she got some work to do ring wise.
But I don't know. I don't
I don't
know.
know, but like I said, it could be somebody new, and
Hopefully
I
it's somebody
prefer it with
old.
somebody new.
Oh, maybe
It's Trish.
it's the you see
Okay,
it.
we
You
moving
see
on
it.
because y'all tripping.
I was gonna say Piper, but Trish is a good choice as well.
Piper,
Yeah.
yeah, Piper seemed like the type of bitch where she'll bust you in your face up front. She ain't gonna hide and
She
attack you
would.
from behind. Piper will whoop your ass right then and there. She
But you
big
know
enough.
it's something new, but Soul is a quick bitch. You gotta catch her off guard.
And
Yeah.
Piper ain't slow as big as she is. She get
Piper
to
ain't
diving
slow,
and falling on
but
people.
Soul is a quick ass. You gotta cut that bitch. I throat punch that bitch.
Yeah, but Piper talk enough where you got to know that's her.
Yeah, yeah.
She is not gonna just gonna hit you from behind and not say nothing. Cause
What
she
if it's
wanna make
Mickey
sure you
again?
see her.
Need proof? Play 2K23.
Child, that's why that bitch got hit with a car. Hmm.
I ain't even get to play that. I haven't gotten that far yet.
Child, you gonna be blue as
That
hell.
was
That's
So
funny.
gonna
they
piss
could
you off.
fall backwards.
I
Okay.
said, this
Speaking of
old
working
bitch.
out, did Joe Gacy lose some weight? He looked a little slimmer tonight.
He
He could
probably
be.
did.
It's the glasses.
Yeah, Kitty bit on her ass. If it was in the parking lot, it could be anybody. I don't believe it
Child,
was. I think it was inside one of them buildings.
No,
You
she
she
know
was
was.
what?
walking outside, and that's when she got attacked.
Damn, it was you know what it reminds me of? Have y'all ever seen American Dad where Roger was paying what is his name, Jared? Jeff. He was paying Jeff to do work in his
Bar,
bar, and
and
every
he'll
time
walk
he go
off.
home, he
Yeah,
jack him.
yeah.
And the hallway every week, the hallway got more and more
Shit in
ghetto.
front of it, yeah.
It was motherfucking junkies in the hallway at one point. Needles was everywhere, grease stains and dirt and
And it was
shit
fucked up because he literally was going from the attic
to
down the
his
hall to his
room.
room.
And he would get
Now,
attacked. That's the way that NXT parking lot is.
this is a stretch. This is a big ass stretch. But what if Tony got some girls on the back end that just be whooping everybody's ass?
Don't nobody like
Aren't they
fucking Tony.
faces now though?
Oh, I don't know.
Who?
I didn't know that. Like, I don't consider them faces because they still going around busting people to the ass and shit. So.
I mean, it's crazy enough for it to be true. Especially fucking with Kenny, because she usually be right about some weird ass shit like this.
Hmm?
Which I
Yeah.
hate so much. I hate it so because she'll say it, and then like 3 weeks later, it'll come around. I'll be like, I'll be damn. This bitch. Gets on my
Her and Janae.
Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, Persia may like girls, but Cordona make her big purr. Ew.
Okay. He called me Big
Ew.
Perk. Come make this Big Perk.
Persia drink Bud Light too. They was putting Bud Light in that cart when they was
Bullet
and
ass
they was
bitch.
shopping for that GCW fight that he had.
Oh my god.
I wish somebody would. You
But
want
there
to bear,
were
get
two
that
attackers for
decrepit shit out
Soul.
my face.
Oh, there were two attackers.
Yeah, they got Danny ass too. They said, bitch, if you want to help, we got you
You're
too.
getting it.
Well, that makes more sense that it could be Lash and Jakara.
It was somebody big and black. That's all I'm gonna
It could be Lashley and Jakara then. That would make a lot of sense to me then.
Because they have been facing up on Level Up, I believe, for a couple
Make them the champ.
Yulisa. Mm.
Ain't one of them injured?
you,
Yulisa
Lisa.
is injured. She tore, I think, a meniscus or ACL. She
Damn.
was supposed to be out for like a year. And then Valentina Feroz ain't did nothing since she went up
Electra.
against Electra Lopez, which I still think she should have beat Electra's punk ass. She wasn't gonna do nothing, but her lips wasn't gonna do nothing but deflate anyway. So
I
she
feel
should have
like they
head.
should have just put
Not
her behind Electra, and then once Lisa came in, let that ride out. Ain't like they was doing shit anyway.
Yeah, Electra didn't. I mean, you could have gave Valentina the win because Electra didn't do shit with her wins. All she was
no.
That
doing
is
was teaching
true as
people how to
well.
cheat. She
The
was like,
last
"This is
time we
how you
saw her was
win."
what doing the penalty. She wasn't even in the penalty box. What the? I don't know what the fuck you call that match.
Oh, the Iron Survivor Challenge.
Yeah, was she in that?
I don't think so.
I
No.
don't think so either.
It
No,
was
her big lip that
Indy.
Lola wasn't in there. Lola
I
wasn't in
was. All you gotta do is get step to that bitch. What do you do here?
nothing.
You
I
had a
just
She's a
team. They
bitch.
left you. You was trying to recruit somebody. She didn't make it.
And that's because you're a terrible dresser and you suck.
If
You like
your
somebody's
dressing skills
grandma with
match your in
fucking
ring
work
skills,
done.
you might be bomb.
Trifling bitch.
Uh,
So there have
But you
been two
can't dress to
attackers
save your
every
life.
time. I mean, it makes sense. I don't think it's Elisa. I don't
the
think it's her.
attacker.
It could be, but I don't think so.
It ain't
The
be Lisa.
attacker
Uh,
is
She
Kelly
leave all her
Kelly.
fucking feathers laying
hopefully
around.
they send her back permanently. It's
It's
probably
Kelly
Blair
Kelly. And
Davenport.
if,
I forgot
Mm,
about her.
it's
oh,
probably Blair or Stevie Turner. But the attacks were happening before Stevie debuted.
there's two of these.
Said Stevie. Stevie.
Stevie wasn't even doing her promos and shit yet, like her little, recaps of NXT Women's Division. She wasn't doing none of that when the first set of attacks happened,
I
which
just got
was Nikita,
somebody.
and then who was next after that?
Uh,
Because
Wendy
Nikita got
Chu.
attacked, Wendy
yeah,
got
Wendy.
attacked, a bunch of people got attacked. Stevie's injured. How the hell she get injured?
They need to go ahead and attack Grayson Waller with some
She had one
bullshit.
fucking match. When did she get injured?
Who knows?
Probably at
Goodness.
a house show.
I missed everything. I saw Indy got injured mid match, but still retained. Thank God. Well, I think it was a kayfabe injury.
Fucking doors.
Who was that? Seriously?
Yeah. All right. So I'll save the best for last.
Fucking
This was
right.
the
Here go
best
my
part.
toenail clipper.
Oh God.
Hey.
This
That's
was
what
the
I'm looking
best part.
for.
Wait a
Okay.
minute. Wait a minute. Can I just say, fucking Brooks, why are you so caked up on a Tuesday?
Child, put him on the list because he gonna sit on my face. Put him on the list. Put him on the list.
Kenny
Like, why you
said
got all this ass?
this match is gonna go exactly how I called it last week. Kiana and Bruce are gonna cheat to win with one of her many fuck ass bags. Well, I was semi close.
My
Kiana
bag
gave the
wasn't even
bag to
cheap.
Brooks, like I said, and well, he shoots and misses. And my girl Fallon and Briggs take the W. Yeehaw, bitch.
She know that's her tagline. She gonna keep
Now,
using it.
Kenny, tell him what happened at the end, because I didn't get to see that part.
Oh, okay, okay. So she was like, wait, hold on. Okay,
Hold on, hold on,
so
hold on.
they got out the ring or whatever, and Kiana was mad because
Shit.
they lost with her computer bag. Too damn bad. And he was like, "Oh, but I love you. You know, we're a team." And she went to slap him, and he caught her hand, and she was like, "I don't love you." And then she left his ass standing there, and he was
It's
gonna
like I
cry, and
never loved you.
he cried in Josh's shoulder. There we go.
Did Josh hold his friend back? Because he owe him an
Yeah.
apology. I'd have left his ass in there to cry by himself.
Okay.
Yep.
Get your fuck ass off of me, bitch.
Yeah.
That's the shit you said
Yowling.
to me. Didn't he say some fucked up shit to him
He
last
said
week?
He
we
said we
Yeah.
ain't family.
Okay, then what you crying on my shoulder for, bitch? You better go find that coochie you was crying in that you never touched.
Fallon's gonna
You better
They
go.
go
did say
find
when
her.
he was ready. They was like, when you ready and she break your heart, she gonna be right here.
Hell no, I wouldn't be.
No,
You got your rabbit ass smile. Let me tell y'all
not
something.
me,
In
buddy.
life,
No.
in life, when
Fallon better let
people
his ass
tell you
sweat it
how they
out.
feel about you, believe them, bitch. Okay, he meant that
Mhm.
shit.
We just want to know who Sebastian is. Is it
Right.
Zion
I
Quinn?
said, is he even real?
Is it Zion Quinn? Because
If
his
it's
ass
Zion Quinn, I ain't gonna be mad at you, baby.
Me
Okay.
either.
That's all I'm gonna say.
is.
Kiana, girl, do your motherfucking thing,
I
bitch.
mean,
She did her big boy.
Do
that's a
your
damn
shit,
shame because
girl.
Zion Quinn looked better than her real fiance, if we being real.
Whew. You would have
So
to go
Uh-uh.
there.
he does.
No.
He does. I'm not trying to be shitting on Kiana because you love who you love. But I'm just saying, like, I mean,
Is her fiance a brother?
no, he is
No.
not.
Down bad already. Down bad already.
No, he is not. But she got
I'm
this
all
makeup
about the
all real
others, but
dark. She made sure they made sure to make sure Kiana looked like she was caking it up with the foundation.
yeah, they was really after that Black History post. They said they don't think you black, so we just gonna
We
keep
don't
on
think she's
tanning
black.
you.
Make her darker. Make her darker. Go tan.
More spray.
Hmm.
Yeah. Right there around the cheeks. Around the cheeks, make it a little bit more black. She must look lifted and wide. It's the only way.
I swear,
It's the
she
only
done
way.
got him to change his look. And
Okay,
look
and
at
put
him
that flat
now.
iron to his head.
I mean, he had his
When
hair
was my
flat iron
boy
today.
powder?
I'm gonna need
Shit.
him to not flat iron his hair ever again.
It was flat iron
Yes,
Yeah, it's flat iron
and
today.
that fuck ass ponytail.
today. Not a fuck ass
He pressed the fuck out his shit.
ponytail.
His hair is burnt, as the girls say.
Stop.
Where is my anti-bite?
Where is my super suit?
She said, "I never loved you." I said, "Oh, we knew that."
Anti-bite, there it
Put
is.
it away.
But since we squared that off, bye pumpkin, bye pumpkin.
She said it looked like a tear, and y'all notice Soul got darker too. Well, Soul tans regularly. She surfs.
Yeah,
She's
Tan
always
be
outside.
Soul be
He a
outside.
soul
If
So
she a
I don't
Soul,
surfer.
I
she
don't
be
mind that.
outside.
And she's not darker than what she would normally be. Kiana was damn near white when she brought her ass out there, and now
Who
she
is
is
this
in,
white?
I don't know, she embracing being, half black. She like, I'm gonna make sure everybody know I got a little melanin in my skin. Just a little bit. It ain't all the way there, but it's there enough.
Okay.
Does she cook with
Yeah.
raisins? Because
I
that'll
don't live
tell
in
you
the damn
everything you
water,
need
so
to
she's always gonna be really, really tan. But she ain't out there spray
So
tanning this shit. She ain't pulling a Mandy on us. Like,
she
girl, you are
be she
Italian.
stay
You are not
outside.
half black or black. Keep it real
Okay, you are
and keep
full
it cute.
blooded Italian.
Like, I know you can tan darker, but girl, get that body spray a rake. Like, let it
White
let
as
it go.
hell.
You put a little bit too much of that tanner on today, just a little bit.
I could see if you was Eva, half Mexicano.
Now
You not half nothing. You all white.
you are Italian, as they put it.
Literally, that's it. That's it. You ain't got no melanin and no POC streaming through
She
your
half
blood.
she half on my nerves. That's what she
Unless
is.
had a brother at some point and took a plan B. But
Oh,
other than that, you ain't got no blood, no POC in your blood.
I'm gonna
Okay.
recap this real quickly for Tirza, just in case she's still in here and she cooking or something. So, spring break-in went just like this, babes. Tony
Spring
D and
breakout
the
is a
underboss
certificate.
stacks beat Pretty Deadly and kept them trapped in that trunk and just drove off in the sunset with these two niggas in the trunk.
Threw their
Okay.
asses in the water.
Fuck ass Cora beat Lyra. That's all you need to know about that. Okay. Andre Chase lost to Brian Breaker. He decided he was gonna borrow from his fuck ass girlfriend Cora right here. We just talked about these two. And Fallon and the big one in the group won because I can't never remember
Not the big one.
I
Josh.
can't never remember their names. So the
Josh
big one
Briggs.
won in this group, and little Flatiron Pussy Whip Boy was crying in his friend's arms and shit. While Kiana, she do that hard ass sachet walk. She very reminiscent of Crystal's walk, but Crystal walk was real hard on the hip pops.
Crystal had it.
But hers ain't got enough sway because she ain't got enough of the hips to sway. But that ain't the point. They lost. Kiana broke Briggs' heart, and then Brooks, was holding him and shit. Whichever one. BB. I'm gonna call him BB. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. That
Mm-hmm.
one. Okay. Then we had Grayson Waller going up against Carmelo Hayes. Grayson Waller lost. They tried to put on a nice little match, but he ended up losing. And then Carmelo called out Braun Breaker and said, "I want you at Battle Round." And then Braun Breaker attacked him, and that's how that went. Okay. He speared him through the wall.
Yeah,
Damn.
he speared him through the wall.
Yeah, that
Damn.
felt racist, to be honest.
Not it
Not
felt
that felt
racist.
racist.
That spear felt racist.
Claims say that that was racially
Well, your
motivated. What do you
daddy
have to say
whole
about that?
transphobic, so I mean,
Let's run in the family.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, and finally the girls closed out the show and they did it in the best way they knew how. Roxanne thought she had it at the end after Indy had a little injury in the middle of the match, but she came back out there and was like, "Bitches, you hoes is not taking my title from me unless I'm dead. You're gonna have to kill me to get this out of my hands." And Tiffany Stratton was not involved in the finish. Roxanne is the one who ate the pin because Tiffany thick ass, them titties, I guess, held her down because she couldn't get back in the ring. Okay, so that was the end of that, and that's how it ended, baby. It ended with Indy standing strong, limping, Roxanne rolling out the ring from getting pinned, and Tiffany on the outside looking like she about to cry for her daddy so she can get another shot at Indy's title. Okay, and
Damn,
that
I
was
just
spring
too.
breaking. That was it. Now since a couple people lost on the podcast, I think me and Don, if Rico's available, we'll do it tomorrow. I will have them come on and we'll talk about the championship that they just had. We're gonna talk about this championship here and who we think should be the first one to hold it because that was a hot debate in the group chat today. For whatever reason, it was a big one.
It
Okay.
was a hot topic, as Wendy would say.
Now I'll give y'all the tea on Nicole because I love Nicole because she always has an opinion that is opposing, but she makes perfect sense with her opinion. But I disagree. However, I respect her opinion. She thinks LA Knight should be the first one to hold the title because it's fresh, it's new, and it's something outside of the box. Me personally, I think her first idea with LA Knight being Mr. Money in the Bank is a better idea. And you give that first title of this one to Seth freaking Rollins. I feel like Seth has earned it. There's nobody, absolutely nobody in the WWE right now who has his kind of star power and his ability to be able to make people interested in something that under normal circumstances you just would not give a shit about.
Yes, he's not a
Okay.
champion right now.
And he's not a champion. He has no obligations to do anything and he just comes out there and shines. He's been holding Raw up by its fucking bootstraps for years. Okay.
3 years to be exact.
Literally.
Roman isn't on Raw on a regular basis. He pops up every now and then. We were tuned in to Monday Night Raw because of people like Judgment Day and because of Seth freaking Rollins. And he was not the guy closing out the show. He would be in the middle.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I'm not saying that she's wrong because where Nicole it was correct about was that Seth has a lot of accolades and he's not in the beginning of his career. He's closer to that end where he can pretty much do whatever he wants, which in her case, she's absolutely right. He's not in a
Mm-hmm.
desperate need to be champion, but that's not why I want him to be champion. You want that championship to start off with a strong champion and somebody who, when they pass that title off to the next person, it automatically is going to boost them.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I want him to have that title. And it's not necessarily, but he does deserve it, in my opinion. But even on that level, just making it about the championship itself, it's a new title. You want that title to start off with a strong champion.
A title
And I'm
y'all
not
said would
shitting on
never
LA
fade.
Knight. LA
Mm.
Knight is great.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing. But he doesn't have the following yet, and he doesn't have the star power yet that Seth already has. So that's why I wanted him to get the title, and that's why I think he should be the first one to get it. He doesn't have to keep it until Mania. That's just my
I'm
own
run
personal
all the way
thing.
over there, and I'm trying to use the arrows.
That's just my own
What
personal
an
thing.
idiot!
I want him to keep it until Mania, but he doesn't have to.
She said till Mania. I said till October because
He
Money in the
said till
Bank is still
October.
around. I said we don't need a long, lengthy reign. Because he's been on TV so prominent. It's not like Seth hasn't been seen. We've seen him. The name of the game is attention. You have the attention. The
Yeah.
incentive is the belt. You can get the belt, but you're not gonna keep it for damn near a year. No, sir. Not on not on my watch.
I can't.
Not on my watch.
Hell no.
But I did say it can, LA can do the Money in the Bank thing and
Hey,
win it,
Kelsey.
and it would be. I want to get back to that because I didn't do it. I didn't say it in the group chat. Um, and then whomever else may be the third person in line because it is supposed to be a third person,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be a very interesting story with that way. Now for the women, this gonna be real crazy, but I'm gonna say ZZ Top can win it.
Who?
Zelina.
Shit, you scared the shit out of me.
You know what?
No,
I wouldn't mind
ZZ
that.
Top.
He called her ZZ Top, but I was trying to figure out who that was too.
Every time I say ZZ Top, y'all be like, who?
I'm
It's
like, what
always
are
the
you
same
talking
person.
about, sir?
All
What do
you had
you
to say was crazy
mean?
outfits for me, and I would have understood
I
you.
was like,
Fuck her
no, no.
outfit.
What, who is that? I was like, if she win in Puerto Rico, I would not be mad about that.
She won't.
Oh, not in Puerto Rico.
She won't see it.
I was just said the Money in the Bank.
I want
Oh
Kelsey
well,
to get that because
I
that
don't
would be
mind her
fun.
being Money in the Bank winner either. I don't mind any of
But
that.
I don't want to say Puerto Rico. I mean, if she do win in Puerto Rico, I wouldn't be upset. Ain't like Rhea's gonna be leading the fucking ship anyway. It seems like she okay playing in the background.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm, that's unfortunate.
I don't like that.
Give it to somebody that's going to like she was doing all this talking before she got the belt. Now she got the belt. She not even talking. It's not like they talking for her in her favor. They speak about other shit that don't even involve her.
And
She
But
she
ready to
because
just
they
fight
sat
for
agree,
here
men.
like you having a
they
whole
like
stare
because
down
we
with
agree,
Solo
it's
and
us
shit.
together.
I'm like, what is going on? Why is she not like? If you got a thing, like I understand Triple H kind of puts priorities above everything else, and I get it, but I just don't like it. I'm like, I
I
don't
feel
like this
like
at all.
There's
if
no
you
belt.
want a triple nose, if you want to go this route and make Rhea
She
intimidating, give
called
her a
it
match.
a nose.
Give her a match. Let me
Please.
see Rhea versus Solo Sikoa. I don't want to see no petty, prissy, Powerpuff bullshit. I want to see them
Beat
slugging
that
it out.
ass.
I want to see beef for the title. If Solo wins, baby, you dropping that title. If
Oh,
you win, you get to keep it.
What are we on
You want to
about?
hustle? You want to tussle with the big dog? This is what it takes to tussle with the big dog. You tussling. Let's do it.
we was talking about the championship, but Don moved it to the women's division.
Yeah.
Oh.
We can talk about Big Gold.
He was
Big
talking.
Gold 2.0. The belt that everybody was like, it's so ugly.
Who said this belt is ugly?
The
Just
new
like random
kid.
people are just online are saying like the belt is ugly, and
It's
It
it's
is not
not
Nicole.
either
ugly. It's
either it's like
literally.
it's very decisive. Either people really like the belt or they hate it. Like there's
I
Yeah,
really not
fucking
it's
I
no.
even
like
I've
it.
never. I hadn't seen no in between. Either they
hold
really
on.
like
I
it
have
or
to
they
get
I
a
just
have
better
don't.
not
picture.
seen a single in between. Either people are obsessed with it or they absolutely can't stand it.
I
I
love
love
it.
this
I'm
title.
obsessed.
I really
I've been
like it.
said they
It's
should have
not
brought
like
something
my
like this back.
absolute like favorite, but I do like it. But the one thing that really ticks me off is the people who like Big Gold and hate this belt. And I was like,
It looks
this
the
looks better
same.
than Big Gold because I fucking hated that belt.
Big
They'll
Gold was
shit
looking a
on
little
this
bit too
belt.
big for me.
I
Big Gold
hated
was
that belt.
stupid big. It was
They'll
dumb
shit
big for no
on this
reason.
belt, but then
And
say
it
the
looked,
AEW belt looks good.
child.
Well,
The
Big Gold was too
Well,
big.
there's
Big Gold was
people, which
big on
is
big
like,
people.
it's really funny. Like, there's people who are like, not WWE got a better heavyweight looking belt than fucking New Japan.
The New Japan
oh,
belt is
The
beautiful.
new New Japan belt is really ugly.
Oh, I have.
I ain't see the
I
new
absolutely
one.
love the old one.
it's the new belt. I haven't
It's the
seen
new,
it.
but the new belt is terrible.
I
I finally saw the close up of the women's new belt. I like it. I thought it
They're
was a
the women's
capsule
new
this
belt
whole
pretty
time.
much looks the same, but the new men's one
it
is
do look like
awful.
a castle.
Let me
I
see
thought
if
it
I
was a capsule till I got a close up. I said, "This is a fucking phoenix on this goddamn belt."
Hmm.
please stop.
I
Please.
did. I promise you. From what was that, January till now? I had no idea. I thought it was a capsule. Sorry,
Hmm.
New Japan. No
I
disrespect. It's
can't with
just me.
him. I just can't.
It's just
These arrows come in
I
handy.
found a
but
better picture of it that had more clarity to it, and that one looks really, really good. And I'm gonna upload it so y'all can see it.
I like this one. It's
I
cute. When
love
I
that
saw
belt.
it, I lit up. I said, "That's actually something worth fighting for."
Right.
It looks prestige.
And
It's
Roman
not
Reigns, don't
like
need to touch it
huge and
for
overly.
a
Do
year.
Do you see what I'm saying now?
They talking about
I
the
like
W in
it.
the middle was too big. I'm like, the W on the regular ass belt was literally just in the middle
It's
of the
the
belt.
whole title. The
That
W
was
in
the
the
whole
other
title. The
belt is
W
the
on
whole
this one
belt.
is fine.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand when people were like freaking out about that. And I was like, literally, the it looks worse on the titles that they have now.
And that's true. But this is what it looks like when they give you a decent picture with clarity. It
It's
looks good.
beautiful.
I like it. I can't wait to see it on somebody's waist. It's gotta look good.
I
That's
can't wait
probably
to see it on my waist. It's gonna be real cute.
Boy.
eh, we gonna be front
So
row
jealous.
anytime.
It's gonna be a ball. For however long I have it. It's gonna be more than 2 weeks, I'll tell you that.
Persephone's control is down
Wow.
by like 15.
Speaking of
Worse.
Zelina, I want this to be a breakout match for her. I'm not expecting her to win. I
Breakout
No,
think
I
it'll
match.
think
be
we all
like
know Selena is not winning.
it'll
Uh,
be a good match for her.
A breakout match. I mean, if that's
I
if
guess.
that's how you
That's what
see
you want to call
Zelina,
it.
that says more about you than it does Zelina.
Whenever I think of ZZ Top, I think of Ginger Dude, the Ginger Dude or Carrot Top. Why?
What? That's
I
two
don't
different
know
people.
about
And ZZ Top's
yeah.
not ZZ Top's a band. That's not even a person.
You think about Carrot Top, babe.
I like
That's
it because
different
it
thing.
has
I
like
call
an
her ZZ
elegance
Top
to it.
because it's easier.
I love this belt. I think that they the WWE part is really subtle. They didn't make that the focal point of the belt. And then around it is
The
where the best part of
detail.
it is. It's just so
The
it's
detail.
it's not overly gaudy, but
The
it's just
detail.
gaudy
It's
enough. It
good
has
enough.
enough intricacy in it, and I like it. I like the way it looked. And when he pulled that sheet off and you saw it, I was like, oh bitch.
That's what I said. I said this
Pretty
bitch is
girls rock.
clean.
I was like, what?
The pretty girls are up.
Okay, Nicole.
This fool built made a hot air balloon.
I liked it because
I
I've been
love it.
saying they should bring a belt like that back in
I
every
think they need to
year.
make
You
they need to
know.
bring in they need to first get these divisions taken care of and make it work. And then they need to bring in a mid card title for the girls. And that mid card title will travel between the two brands of the main roster, and that's where we'll leave it. I don't think it should be any other way
Oh my arm.
because it's just y'all got a lot going on for the men, but you don't give enough for the girls. One thing Shawn Michaels will do is he gonna have a balance. You're gonna have them girls in there fighting. They ain't letting them come out there for no 2 and 3 or 1 minute matches.
Ah, it was funny as
Sean,
Now
like,
I
get your
will
ass out
say,
there and work. You want to wrestle? Go on. I give you
now
10 minutes.
did tell y'all that
Go
we gonna
ahead.
have to wait till after Mania to see women getting these storylines out. And what we seeing? Women getting these storylines out.
yes.
He ain't
I
shit.
told y'all, I was like, you gonna have to wait. Y'all like they not doing nothing with the tag division. They not getting value. We're not doing none of this stuff because we have to build to WrestleMania.
I have been telling y'all that for months. It
We
was
have to
Rico who
build.
was upset that the girls were not getting time on the main roster. So that's who you cuss out, Rico.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not cussing you out because it wasn't just Rico. It was the Divas fans too.
Mm,
I was just like, I'm like, we. It doesn't make sense to spark up something new when we're building from wrestling. This has been the story since SummerSlam, so we're literally building to WrestleMania. I'm not gonna put in some new shit. First of all, me personally, my focus is not that goddamn strong. I will forget about it. Like the whole shit you was trying to do, I didn't even notice that Piper and Candace was in the storyline for real.
Mm.
It was so hit and miss. I wasn't paying attention to it. It slipped my mind when Rico brought it up yesterday. I was like, they was in the story? He was like,
Yeah.
yeah, they did it a couple times. I said, oh, that's beyond fucking me. But now we see in the focus Becky and Trish getting the story. Bianca and Io getting the story. Within that story, you got Damage Control falling apart. That's gonna be a whole nother story.
Mm-hmm.
We love to see bitches falling apart.
Oh, God,
Okay.
we thank you.
You got ZZ Top and Rhea. That's a
Will
story.
you call
They're
that girl by
actually
her name,
I
please?
did. That's what I said.
Her name is not no damn ZZ Top.
I could say LWO now. I don't have to say Del
Hmm.
Taco no more.
Del
So
Please.
that's a
Taco.
win. I'm gonna miss saying Del Taco though. You know, we see that, and then he's actually putting in the effort with the tag division, which I can appreciate right now because he is trying Raquel and Liv, and honestly, it works for them together. Even though they were an odd makeshift team at first, but now that they're working more, I can see it.
Look, y'all are impatient, and I oftentimes when y'all are watching wrestling, you're not following the show. You're only following what you want to see, which makes it difficult for the show to be able to progress and to keep you interested if you're not focusing on what they're giving you. There are storylines that
Excuse
they
me.
are presenting at the time. Triple H is a storyline guy. He does not deviate. You have seen this. You know this. You're aware of it. So pay attention because after the draft, he's going to start setting up the stones that's going to lead to WrestleMania. And the way that it's going to be is the way that it is for a while.
For the
And it's
next
up to
10
you
years,
to watch
honey.
it.
Did they ever come up with a name for Liv and Raquel?
No,
No, they just live in Raquel.
Living
which I'm not
strong.
surprised.
They said they ain't got no names internally. At least that's what I read.
I'm not surprised. I wouldn't give him a name.
I mean, I don't think they're going to be champions for a long time.
No, I give him to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Which okay, cool, whatever. Ain't this Raquel's second time being a tag team champion?
Yes.
um,
Wait,
second or third.
Is it Liv's too?
this is Liv.
Lives. This
That's
is Lives. I think it's her first time.
No, it ain't. She
no.
was
She.
champion with Rhea, wasn't she?
Also, then this is Liv's second time. Was she the champion with Leah? What Rhea?
I think
Hold
so.
on, Liv
Or maybe
tag
I'm just thinking
team.
of Rhea and Nikki.
Rhea and Nikki was tag team champs.
Maybe it might be Liv's first. I don't know.
I can't recall if Liv won it or not. I don't think
I don't
she
think she was
had.
tag team champion with Rhea. I think she was just tag team partners with her.
Yeah, and their Mania
Yeah,
outfits were
because it was
terrible.
against ZZ Top and Carmella.
Will you stop
ZZ Top.
calling that girl ZZ Top?
I don't know what else to call
Call
Calling
her.
out her name.
Call her anime convention comic.
them. Call her Leah 2.0.
I didn't know
Ah,
she was
That's what
on
she want to
Jersey
she
Shore
be.
might like
family
that too. She'd
vacation.
be like, "Oh my god, thank you."
What?
She probably was for like 2 seconds.
They said she was on there this season.
Who?
Oh, the shit, it ain't
Liv
started
was
still.
on Jersey Shore family vacation.
But
For
she is
what?
from New Jersey, so it makes sense.
Why are you on there, ma'am?
She's from New Jersey.
But how do you know these people?
She don't. They're all from New Jersey. That's
Will
all
you
that really.
stop?
That's the only link that you can put together. It's
He
like
said, it's
when they
New
was on
Jersey.
the show, they her ass is probably starting high school or going into high school. How old is
I
Liv?
mean, fair,
27.
fair.
She don't know these old ass folks.
Then she supposed to be starring in a movie called The Kill Room.
No,
Yeah,
I
I was
won't be watching
surprised. She was like, they was like, she was on out of character. He's like, when did you start? She's like, I already did it. I said, you did it.
Yep, she was a
Girl, you ain't
character
show
named
no fucking
Lily.
improvement. Shit.
It say the art world meets the underworld when a money laundering scheme accidentally turns a hitman into an overnight avant-garde sensation.
Wow.
Okay.
Sounds
That's
original.
interesting.
That's interesting.
Oh shit, he moving.
It said
That
they
sounds
started
original.
filming the principal photography and that stuff started in New York and New Jersey in the spring of 2022. They started filming in Hoboken at a field colony in a co-working space within an art
Hoboken.
gallery that was used
Ain't
as the
that New
primary
Jersey?
shooting location. The furniture was removed and flat panels were installed to recreate a white box art gallery. They went to Novato Gallery in New Jersey for secondary filming, and then they filmed the principal forgot photography, and it finished up in June of 2002. But there were problems with weather that caused a delay in a relocation to Lafayette. I don't know how to say this.
Lafayette.
No,
Lavalette.
Lavalette, New Jersey in October of 2022. So she filmed everything she was supposed to film. They just have to release it. This looks like the film that Lana helped her
Mm.
audition for.
You know what's crazy? Lana was
Mm,
in Pitch Perfect.
doing what?
I don't know. That's the
Being
thing.
the she was I saw her. She was one of the girls, one of the singers in the back,
Can
one of
you
the bells,
imagine
one of the Barton Bellas.
Singing what?
She
lip
was just a backup
syncing?
singer. I mean, she was in the beginning of the movie, so she wasn't when it started. She was one of the starting
He
girls
wasn't
for the Barton
memorable.
Bellas, so she wasn't really in
Oh,
the movie. She was just there.
got it.
He was an
Yeah,
extra.
She in a movie
yeah.
with some heavy hitters though for this movie, The Kill Room. Uma Thurman is the lead in this movie. There's
Uma
Samuel L.
Thurman.
Jackson, Joe
Yeah.
Manganiello. It's some
He was like,
heavy
"Did you get any tips?" She was like, "Yeah, I got a couple." I was like, "Did you use them?"
hitters.
Love live down, but sometimes, girl, you got to get it together.
You imagine getting in an argument with someone and just be like, "Shut up, you Hoboken." Yeah,
Yeah, they did it on
Yeah,
commercial.
because it's funny.
It's
you
on the
would silence
commercial.
them so quick. They just wouldn't know what
She
to
said,
say.
"You pickle, you come quiet,
Pickle you
Oh,
you
come
that's the
quiet.
best
Hoboken."
commercial.
You Hoboken.
That girl had a comeback though. Anyone else, they wouldn't have a comeback because they'd be like, "What?"
Mm.
When I put your convertible inside of a wood chipper,
Sticky Nicky case.
pickle, you come quiet, you
I guess what
Hoboken.
commercials were
She
good.
said, "Who you call?" How
Like,
she called? She said, "You lint liquor. Who you calling?" No, you cootie
Lint
queen.
liquor.
What your doodoo head cootie queen? Who you calling a cootie queen? You lint liquor. Pickle, you come quiet. You Hoboken.
What is with this gear he is wearing?
who?
What
Brooks.
What the fuck?
are you
Oh,
talking about?
Fallon came in with the shits.
Oh, you're talking about Josh and Brooks.
Mm,
She had that man assed out, literally.
child, I am not mad about it. I've seen him in a new light.
Ew.
Not a
Pussy
new
whipped behind.
light.
Nobody want no whip behind the ears
Yeah.
ass man.
He
No,
could learn some things.
but your face ain't got nothing to do with your lower body part. Everybody's the same in the dark.
Boy, go to hell.
Everybody looks the same in the dark. Mm, mm, mm.
Oh, okay, I see what y'all mean. He is double caked up on the Tuesday.
Yeah, you see it. You see it. You
That
see
don't
it.
appeal to me, but if that's what you like, a bunch of white meat running around, be my guest.
Honey, if it's
A
thick,
bunch of white
it's a
meat.
hit. If it's thick enough, it's
I
a
don't like that.
hit.
He ain't got no cup on, and he ain't put. Ugh. And then you
No.
lazy because you only put the tanner on the front of your body. You
Yeah, that was real.
Why'd
No,
they
I
do
saw the
Kit
tanner
like that
line.
in their match?
didn't
I
put it
tried.
on the back. You only put it
Hmm.
on the front.
Yeah, you should have known from that moment on she ain't love you. Somebody who loves you would have got you all your back.
Right. And them cheeks.
Okay, behind your ears too.
Probably said, nah, fam, we ain't that close.
I can't wait. Everybody, who want to help me put this
The ref
tanner
saw
on?
you
Me?
sliding in there, Kiana. You fucking stupid. She didn't hit
This
her
one he
stupid ass
goes
with
to
it.
use the purse.
Bro, that
Ah!
wasn't even
He
the
thought
part. It
he
was
took her
he completely
pearls.
missed the shot.
Ah!
I really thought he hit her
She
with
mad.
it.
Game over.
She said, game over.
What the hell?
That's so damn stupid.
1, 2, 3. A story, 3 doors. 3.
Hell no. His milky white ass got towed up.
She is tickled.
He decapitated that little boy in the middle of the ring. It's just sad.
That's 3. I'm tired of these fucking statues.
Hell no. That's the
Girl,
funniest shit I've seen all day.
you ain't even get none. That's the worst part. Is you
Nicole
didn't
says
even
she's
get to
back.
smell it.
5.
Okay. You need to get the pinch the bitch.
Not a. Oh, how the. Why the fuck they like that shit? Why do they.
Now, let's make this interesting, y'all. Who would be y'all top? I was gonna say five. Let's go five. Who's y'all top five for Big Gold 2.0?
For what?
The belt, Kenny, the belt.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I heard big pole. I was gonna say.
I don't. It's okay, baby. You almost done.
Huh?
Ain't no damn sense.
You almost done. Hey, the first
I
time I was a little
got
shook, but now the
bitch
second time
ass
come
right
around,
there.
I know what the deal is. You just a little bit shook. It's almost over with.
Just gotta
Oh,
get your nails done.
Summer is
dragon.
Gotta
almost
get your
here.
nails.
Yeah, it's almost
Mm-hmm.
here, baby.
What Dragon Lee talking about?
Just a couple, what, 3 more weeks, 4 more weeks.
Yes.
We in there, honey. We
Oh,
in
there
there.
go
It's
Nicole.
almost
She came
time.
back. Sorry about that.
Huh?
Sorry,
But
Nicole.
I would say, let's go Seth. Let's say LA.
She said she was talking the whole time.
Oh shit,
I'm
damn,
sorry, babe.
that's crazy.
I'm so sorry.
That
I wasn't
happened with
even
her.
looking
What
at
was
it.
that on Wednesday? She was on mute talking for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Make America live again. Liv Morgan is a tag team champion, babe.
Not make
That is
America
so
live again.
tacky.
If you want to see Liv Morgan, you can go on 2K23 and make her your SmackDown Women's Champion, Raw
That was for the
Women's
tag team
Champion.
name.
But right
That
now
sounds
on TV, she
Trumpy.
is one half of the tag team champions, and right now she's okay with that. You're gonna have to be with
Sounds
okay
a
with that
little
too.
Trumpy.
I want her
I
team with
think she
Bliss.
thinks she's doing all right.
I think she's fine. She's
That
on
was
TV.
a
She's one of the girls, and she's definitely very much over.
that
So
was a
let's
When I
tag
tell
team
you
name
I bought these
suggestion.
fucking
Rhea
shapewear
was
and this
tag
shit
champ
do
with
not
Nikki.
work,
They beat Natty and
you gotta try
I'm
it on
beating
first.
somebody's
Wait till you
they
try
ass.
it
beat
on.
Natty and Tamina for it.
Yeah.
Did they?
I don't want to hear nothing about Maddie and Tamina.
Why are they even in the draft? If we're being honest.
Because they still are on the
They are
roster. Leave them
competitors.
ladies
Why?
They do
alone.
have
If
to
Rey
move
Mysterio
around.
bitch ass can still wrestle and close out the show,
True.
then
True.
shit.
True. Why is Ray even?
Natty can. I don't. I won't. I wouldn't put Tamina to close out
Leave
no show.
Tamina alone. Shit, I'd rather see Tamina than the time. She ain't gonna do nothing but scream and discus lariat and do damn
Tamina
sharpshooter.
ain't gonna do nothing but scream and do a backhand chop and do a
I
super
don't hear
kick.
Tamina scream that much, but she'll do whatever it need to be.
Her ass be screaming.
I don't be hearing her.
Her voice be going out. That's why. She,
Go to hell.
she be
Did y'all
screaming
hear
though.
him?
That be that's how she be sounding.
That was a big movie though. I wonder if
But
You
we
had a
love
small
Tamina for her
part.
random stare down. We
Do
love
they
that for
receive
Tamina.
residuals or royalties, or is it like a one-time payment? Anytime you do a movie, the movie is you paid up front and that's it.
Extras don't get paid that much.
She was not an extra, to be fair,
Oh, well.
but to make it clear, anybody who does a movie gets a contract and they are paid per the contract. They're not like TV shows where you get residuals for syndication. That's a totally different market. And it's not like movies or where music rather where you own the rights to your music, you own your masters. Therefore, if they use that music, then you receive royalties or some type of residuals. It's a
Excuse
whole
me.
different ball of wax. Main point is once you are paid for that film, that's it. Whatever money they make after that is totally the studios.
Oh, well.
To go into another movie.
Correct. Or
And
Hmm.
that's
whatever
why
they
acting
want
is
to do.
like so hard to get to break in because you don't get paid for shit.
You don't get
You had a
paid
role of
like
your lifetime and you probably get paid 50K.
you essentially signed away your likeness when you signed the contract for that film. Whatever you signed on that paper is what it is. Unless you were like, if this film does more than 1 million, you get an extra million on top of that. That has to be lined out in the contract.
You know, the Marvel bitches be getting paid.
So I'll put it
Okay?
this way. When the Rock's movie Black Adam bombed,
Oh,
the Rock
shit.
got
Oh,
paid.
shit.
Doesn't matter
Child.
how well or bad the movie did, the Rock got paid.
That's why he ain't mad about it.
That's why he's not upset. Because he
He
got
said,
his
thank
money.
y'all for coming to see the movie.
He got his money. Also, to put it in another perspective, that movie Rampage would have been better had the gorilla died in the end, which was the original plan for that gorilla to die. But The Rock didn't like it, so they changed the movie specifically per his request.
Oh,
Andre
nigga,
Edwards.
you stupid.
Which is why a lot of people didn't like it because they felt like he should have died in the movie, and The Rock didn't want that to happen.
The Rock love a good sequel now. He want to
So
ramp that shit
he
back
felt
up.
like it could have turned into something more. But the way that The Rock's movies play out, he likes being the ultimate hero in the end. And I think the only way for him to really get a decent movie going is he's got to start letting the movie be what it is and stop intervening and interfering in the writer's room because that's
What
part.
movie was he supposed to die in?
Rampage, the gorilla was supposed to die in Rampage.
Was he the gorilla?
Now
No, he was fighting the gorilla.
he was helping because he was a part of this. He was at the zoo, taking care of the animals, and then that shit fell in there, caused all them animals to grow into these behemoth
Sure.
like fucking
Mm.
these motherfucking what do they call it? Godzilla like creatures running around the city.
It's a
And
monster.
what
Oh,
was his
fuck.
name? George or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He
I
was
didn't watch
supposed to
it.
die. And
Whoa, Aaliyah,
then
that's
The Rock
disrespectful.
said, no, he doesn't need to die. Like, we need to make this, have this
Oh,
have a
those
happy
are the wrong
ending. This movie is
era.
already dark to begin with. And I'm like, it's really not. It's really not dark. It was based off of a fucking video game. I remember because I used to play this shit.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that movie. I don't watch a lot of his movies,
That
to be
movie,
honest.
They be the same.
yes, that is a very yes. Thank you, Don.
The
100%.
Cause
movie.
what was
All of
it?
them.
The movie he did, what was it? With Kevin Hart. They all the fucking same.
Oh,
What was it? Criminal Intelligence.
yeah.
Central Intelligence, that's what it was. He
So
I've
did
seen
that
that
and then the
movie.
dynamic has always been the same
I mean,
from
I
that.
think it's funny. It was still funny.
It was still funny as hell, but the dynamic is always the same.
There's
Dwayne
only
was
a
The
the
few.
loser,
last
and
the
then
last really rock the last rock movie I seen besides that raggedy Black Adam movie was what was it?
Black Adam made me mad.
I like
Black Adam was awful. Was um what was it?
the
The
last.
last one I saw was
Was
Jumanji.
Jungle
Oh,
Cruise. I think it was during COVID. I think the only reason I watched it because it was like during COVID, and I was like, "What is this?"
You ain't had nothing else.
Last.
You
they
was
got a
watching a lot of
sequel for
movies at
Jungle
that
Cruise
time.
coming out next year, I think. Is it this year or next year, babe?
Yeah, it might be this year.
Jungle Cruise, the second one is getting ready to come out. It did really well at the box office.
I
You
just
know,
watched
watch
the
Yeah,
Jumanji.
because there
Jumanji
wasn't
was
shit for
good.
everyone else to watch. It was the weirdest. It was just so weird. because he was like, I don't know. No, that was a weird fucking movie.
The
I
last
ain't
movie
watching.
I saw that I actually liked that he was in was Jumanji. That was the last one
The
that
I
I.
last.
never seen any of those movies.
Oh,
They're
they're good.
good.
I like them. He actually did his fucking job. He didn't change anything. So
Okay, it didn't like derive from the first original one,
it
so
is
it
if
was still
it's
good.
shitty, I promise you, it's not his fault. Honestly, they focused a lot on the characters that were playing the avatars in Jumanji, and the villain in it was kind of like side a sidebar of it. You were focused more on the guys in the game and them trying to get the other person out. It was a good movie. I like the way it was set up. It he did his job. It worked for him.
Uh,
Now the
they
second
can put that
time,
game in Walmart. That shit stay on the shelf. Ain't nobody
mm,
playing that. Y'all crazy.
the second time I didn't see the second one, but they said the second one was even funnier, which I have to watch that.
It was. I watched it with Caleb and Mariah. Okay, it's a little something. It's a little funny.
The last Rock movie I watched, it wasn't even like a newer one. It was like when I guess he first started acting.
Oh,
Was with
child.
him and Johnny Knoxville. I cannot think of the name of that movie.
Run
But
was it?
he comes back and he becomes sheriff or some
Oh,
shit.
Walking Tall. I
Yeah.
actually like that movie.
Never seen
I
it.
never watched that. There's a lot of rock. Damn, I really ain't seen that movie. Not
The
me not
Walking
supporting
Tall
the
movie
lane.
is good. Walking Tall
Yeah,
is
I
good.
liked it.
I like Walking Tall. It really was. He had his hair back then, so it was all different.
Mm,
It was a different Rocky back then. It was pretty good. It was good.
I don't remember that.
I didn't know he got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
oh, Martin
Yeah, I
Lawrence.
think he got it a couple years ago.
Was it last year?
Yeah, before all the
What's the
OGs
other
got
one that
one.
like
That's
Rock?
crazy, isn't it?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't be seeing his movies apparently.
That's
What's the
because you
one
don't like him
with
I
as
him
an
mean,
and
they
actor,
all
Meryl?
did
which
the
is
goddamn
fair.
thing. He
I
like
mean, which
being
is
in,
fair,
he like
Nicole.
being on top.
You
I
gotta
don't
give.
mind him. I don't mind him, but it's like I don't. That Cruise fucked me up because I was like, "What is this?"
Now what is this?
Was you
Okay,
high?
so he's had in 2002 he did the Scorpion King, which I liked. He did okay in
I
that.
Finished
like
that
that
shit.
movie.
He had the Rundown in 2003, which I also liked. He had Walking Tall in '04. He was a character named Chris Bond, and then he had Be Cool,
Oh,
which Be Cool was hella funny. Uh,
That's my favorite movie of his.
he had Be Cool. Where it started to go down is where he came in the Doom movie.
You know, the best part to be cool
I
was
didn't even like the
behind the
game.
scenes shit was him doing that fucking video.
He was in the Doom movie, and he was Sarge in the Doom movie, and I didn't really care for that. He was in Gridiron
I feel
Gang.
like that's not his fault though.
No, that one's not his fault. You're right. Um,
That's literally a studio. That's when studios they acted like they knew how to do
Video
game
game
movies and they still
adaptations.
did it.
Yeah, and they weren't doing it right. And then he did Gridiron Gang, which he did pretty well in Gridiron Gang. And then he had a string of movies where they were very kid like. The Game Plan,
I
Get
love that
Smart
movie.
was funny.
solid,
I like Get Smart. He did pretty well in Get Smart. The Race
solid.
to Witch Mountain. I didn't watch The
Didn't see
Race to
that.
Witch Mountain.
That
Is
was
that
a
with
good
them
movie.
I
alien
seen
kids?
pieces of it.
What'd you say, Donnie?
That's with them alien kids.
The Race to Witch
Yeah.
Mountain?
I
Yeah,
think so. It's a good movie. I think it's based off of a book, if I'm not mistaken.
It
it
is.
looked good. I
It
think.
was a Disney. It was a Disney movie though.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
He was in Planet 51. That was a animation
That
movie.
was a funny movie I had to watch often.
Tooth Fairy. He was a character in
Loved
Tooth
it.
Fairy. It was I
Where's
didn't
the one where he was a football player and he had that daughter that he didn't know about?
Game plan.
Game
like
plan.
what?
The game
Game
plan.
plan.
The Game Plan. That one came out before all of this.
My favorite thing about Tooth Fairy is when you went back to wrestling, John Cena was like, "You out here playing a Tooth Fairy," and then here come his skee ball head ass
Right.
and all these
Uh
kids movies and shit.
then he had a small cameo in Why Did I Get Married Too. That was after, Janet Jackson had already bullied
Yeah,
her
what's up with
husband.
number 3?
It was in the
I want
second
to see
one.
This
Dwayne
in the
A.G.
work.
in it.
He was
He
in
was
that
at the
movie.
end.
Yeah,
He was at the end when they was on
He
the
was at
boat
the
and she
very
met a new
end. He
guy.
went to talk to Janet because he was trying to get a little cutty. Anyway, then he had a
After she done
cameo
made her
in the other
husband
guys
over his
where
door,
they
Oh my god, that movie
literally.
is
yeah, he
so
was partners
funny.
with Samuel L. Jackson and they aimed for the bushes and died in New York City. Um, he was in another movie called You Again. He then was in this one movie that I hated, which was called Faster. Um,
The
then he
hell
got
was
the
that?
job as Luke Hobbs in Fast Five, Journey to the
Oh
Mysterious
God,
Island. He was in another movie I hated, which was Snitch. I hated that movie.
what movie?
Snitch. I didn't like it.
Um,
Never seen
you don't
it.
like snitches.
I never even
So
heard of it.
It was
Oh wait, is it with the sun or something like
yes,
that?
yes.
Maybe I know it.
GI Joe Retaliation was after that. Pain and Gain was
mm,
funny, even though the story
I'm
for it
mad
was
about that GI Joe because the first one was so good,
it
yeah,
was.
yeah. The first
and
one
I
was
was
really
like,
good.
why is? And they literally killed Channing Tatum off just to
That's
Hmm.
have The
right.
Rock in it, and Channing Tatum was fucking GI Joe.
Yep.
The rest,
wow.
everybody in the original in the first G.I. Joe movie were dead in the second.
Marlon was dead too. They
They
killed
killed
They
him.
killed
everybody.
all them fucking people. The only people that was alive in the second GI Joe movie was
Snake
Snake
Eyes.
Eyes.
Yep.
They
Mm,
killed
Yep.
the girl. They killed everybody.
Yep.
What the
I
fuck?
was
How
child.
did you
pissed.
Channing Tatum's character? He was playing the main character in the fucking
They killed
cartoon.
him off. They killed him
They
off.
killed all of them off. I had never. I literally almost walked out of that movie theater.
That wasn't his fault either because he wasn't even a part of the production for that. He didn't even produce that.
I won't blame. Yeah, I won't blame him for that. But still, I was so fucking mad at them people.
That's
Now
crazy.
he had Pain and Gain and Fast and Furious 6 come out in the same year. And
I hate
then
Fast and Furious series.
he played in Hercules, which bombed at the box office. He
Hercules,
has
Hercules.
Furious 7, San Andreas. I hate San Andreas. I hate it.
Like GTA.
No, it was
No,
about a
No, I like
family.
that movie.
I hate it. I hate it.
But I
It's
love
not because
disaster
of him.
movies.
It's not because of him. It's because of disaster movies. Because my mother makes me watch them all the time, and she'll sit
I
up and
love
watch them
disaster
all the time.
movies.
And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I love disaster movies.
She tormented me, and I never forgive her for that. That's
Who
okay.
had
I'm
that
gonna get her
movie
ass back.
Skyscraper?
She don't like snakes, so I'm gonna make her watch anacondas. I'm not gonna-
I love disaster movies. Disaster movies are literally my favorite genre
Then
I
he
have
of
had
movie.
to.
Central Intelligence in 2016. Moana came out in 2016. Again, he was in The Fate of the Furious in 2017. Baywatch came out around that same time. He
Baywatch
had
is
a
surprisingly
documentary.
good.
He had
I
a
was
It's
kind of
good,
documentary
but
shocked.
on
Zac
HBO.
Efron low key had an eating disorder for that movie.
He was too small.
Well, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
Um,
actually high key had an eating disorder. I
no, he
thought that movie
did.
kind of fucked him up. Actually,
Yeah, he said he hated that, and he said he'll never do it again.
yeah, he said
Um,
he'll never do a movie like that again. That he has to look like that.
yeah,
He got this body back together now.
that chin
Mm.
though. What?
He
What?
looking like a daddy.
What happened? Anyways,
Ain't he in this
welcome to the
Von
jungle.
Extra movie
Yeah, he's. I forgot which one he's playing.
with the Bob? I can't wait to see it. I'm a
He was in
MJF is in
Jumanji.
that movie too.
Oh,
interesting.
he was in Jumanji in 2017. That's where the first one came out. He was executive producer on that one, but he didn't take that one over. Rampage, he was executive producer on that one, and that's the one where he changed when the gorilla died in the movie. He was also a producer in Skyscraper, Fighting with My Family. He executive produced on that.
He was in
Yeah, you
Um,
could tell self inserting his shit. I was like, I know he never motherfucking met Paige. What is this?
Yeah,
Fast
because
and
I was like,
Furious
that's so weird.
presents Hobbs and Shaw. He was
I liked
producer
Hobbs
on
and
that.
Shaw.
I actually liked Hobbs and Shaw. Jumanji Next Level. He produced that one. He produced Jungle Cruise. He produced. He was a part of Free Guy. He did a voice in Free Guy. It was just a cameo. He was in Red Notice. He produced that. He had a leading role in Super Pets as Crypto, Anubis, and
That
Yeah.
movie is
Black.
actually good.
And then he was obviously producer on Black Adam, and he produced Red One. That's in post production right now. He
Red
had
Notice was bad because Ryan Reynolds can't act and Gal Gadot can't act.
Damn. Well,
Didn't he just do like a
Gal
whole
Gadot
series
can't
of just
act
like
if you give
that?
her too many. She can. She'll give you some good facials. You can't give her too many lines back to back.
well, she was playing a sexy spy. It ain't hard to do that.
child, if she can't act in it, apparently it
She
is
can't
hard.
act.
See, I don't see how she ain't got to do nothing but just be sexy.
She ain't sexy, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah, she can't
Again,
act.
this is all
I love
names. I
Gal
don't know
Gadot, but
anybody
she
by
can't act.
name, so I have to see her face and I
I
have to
haven't watched the
concur.
second Jumanji either, but I want to see it. I like his movie Fast. I don't like that damn movie. I don't like that damn movie. Now, Skyscraper, I didn't really have much of a problem with. It was just, it was Dante's Inferno mixed with oh god,
It was good,
mixed
especially when
with
he lost
Die
his
Hard.
leg.
It was Dante's Inferno mixed with Die Hard, but he didn't do a good job selling it. If that makes sense.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I
I
was
never
like,
even heard of that movie.
yeah,
Skyscraper,
Skyscraper.
it's like this building gets shut down and his family is in there. He got to go save them. He got to go through a
Yeah,
whole
he was,
series
and
of
it
the
really got
building.
bad because he was playing a disabled person, and he had a
Yeah,
prosthetic leg, and they felt like somebody who actually had a prosthetic leg should have did the part. And I
everybody
was
want
like,
inclusivity. This doesn't. It's not that deep
in this movie, I wouldn't have subjected a disabled person to that
to
damn
do.
part.
It's an action movie. People be want to be upset
I
about
never even heard of that
everything.
movie.
It exists. It's been on cable for years because that's why. Because it wasn't
On
It been on
cable.
cable. It was
it
just
wasn't the
that
greatest.
shit
It
went from
wasn't
the movies to
terrible.
the set to cable.
It
Okay,
wasn't horrible, but it was one of those types of films that it came out in theaters, but it probably would have did better going straight to
on
DVD.
TV.
Or on a streaming
Ooh,
service.
Yeah.
real quick. You know what I seen on Netflix last night? That
What?
Whitney Houston movie that just came out last year.
Oh,
It's
I
on
said not
Netflix.
just on Netflix.
What movie?
Dang.
the Whitney Houston movie.
I heard it wasn't that good.
That's what a lot of people say.
Child, that's so unfortunate. This ain't this like the third one.
Hmm.
Well, I no, it was the first one. I heard it wasn't like horrible, but it wasn't like
No,
amazing at
they
the
did
same
like
time.
it's like three current
They done
Whitney
did a
Houston
Whitney
movies out
Houston
here.
movie before.
They did one on
When was I don't
Lifetime.
remember when.
A
Wendy and
couple
Williams.
Was
years
she
ago.
alive?
No,
No.
they did one that hit
I think it was a
Lifetime. They did
documentary.
a documentary, and then they just did this one.
Yeah, it
Documentaries
was
don't
a
count.
lifetime. It was a lifetime one, then the documentary, and now you got this one.
I mean, but the way that they did it, it was all three of them has been back to back to back. So we had no, it's been no breather, and the fact that none of them really gave us any insight is really sad. Bobby gave us no insight, and his movie was about him.
The first one on
Me,
Lifetime was a little messy. Demetri McKinney played in
They're
that
all
movie.
messy
I was like, ooh, Demetri, you
because
going
that's when Wendy Williams was producing all them.
in.
That
She did
bitch,
Aaliyah dirty
Like how
though.
that Aaliyah
she
movie,
did,
I ain't never forgive that girl for that movie.
She did Aaliyah dirty.
cause
And
I
Miss
remember
Elliott,
Zendaya was,
the
oh
way she had
man,
that girl wearing that
mm.
wig, I said, no, you
Child with
didn't.
that fucking bang,
I
and that
remember
girl got the
Zendaya
smile
getting
ring.
cast was being cast for literally like 2 days,
And
Yeah,
she
she
said,
was
and
nope.
then
casted, and then the
and then
family
she
came
like found
through.
out like what it was actually going to be about, and she dropped out. She's like, oh no.
It was that, and then the family came out and said we didn't, green light no music for her. The
Nope.
album that's the music that you gonna get is the album that's already out. We're not releasing anything new. We're not putting nothing out. So I don't know where she in that she gonna do this movie from because you can't do. We have all her intellectual property, and you have none of it. And
Well,
she
her
was
uncle
like,
had it.
Her uncle had
"Yeah,
it, which I
he
got a
had
problem
it."
with him, but
She
that's like a
said
whole
no,
nother thing.
Yeah, me too.
and then
stingy ass.
Zendaya had dropped. She's like, I know, everybody's looking forward to this movie, but I can't be a part of it. She's like, it
That's the
seems
best.
okay.
That's the best thing she did for her career.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. And that girl who did
Alexander
it, they
Ship.
said the girl wasn't first of all, the girl didn't look nothing like her. Then Somebody was giving, I
Oh,
think she's on
fuck.
106 in Park, and they was like, "You gonna play Aaliyah?" She got the smile all gummy and shit. I said, "This bitch ain't Aaliyah."
Will you stop?
No, because the bitch
I
smiling,
ain't
all her
never let
gums
that
and
girl
showing
live
and
because
shit.
she played Storm right after that.
She did play Storm.
And that
And
wasn't
then
a hit
people was
But
either.
mad because she was so light skinned playing Storm.
mm, that's the studio fault. They shouldn't have
And
picked
then
her.
when
That
Daryl
is a
went on her
studio
fucking
fault.
show, she was like, no
Well,
matter,
people was giving
if
her the
it's
business,
trash or
and they said,
not,
I don't, they're like, how you pick that girl in this terrible Aaliyah movie to play fucking Storm?
they was like, it was such a bad thing. And then Wendy was like, well, no matter if it was bad or not, you still tuned in to watch it. So I got the ratings. I
I
was like,
mean, she right.
true, but it was still a shitty movie.
They tore her ass up in the media too. I kind
She
of wish
didn't care.
TikTok was around when they was doing that shit. Cause bitch, the videos,
You could pull it
Mm,
back up. You can
the
pull that shit
videos
back up
would
on
have
TikTok.
been gnarly.
We should watch that and review
no, no.
You're not gonna make me
it.
suffer through that shit.
You watched that by
I ain't watched it
yourself.
the first time.
I
You
did.
already watched it.
I didn't. I think I watched like some of it, and I was like, I'm good.
No,
I
man. No,
kept
I did.
slipping
I
back and
saw that
forth.
part. I saw a couple parts. I saw what they did with R. Kelly. I said, first of all, fuck R. Kelly, but he
Mm.
wasn't bald at the time.
Yes, he was.
Was he? I thought he had
Yes.
braids.
No, he did not. He was bald headed. When him and
He was
Aaliyah
bald
first
headed.
hooked up, he was in public announcement. He was bald headed. That was accurate.
Ooh. But I was like,
One of the
Missy
few
wasn't
things
skinny at
accurate
that
about
time.
They got
that
R. Kelly
movie.
accurate.
They
They
ain't get Missy
definitely did.
right. Missy like a crackheaded lesbian.
I don't know
Mm.
what they was doing with Missy and
I
Timberland,
was
but
like,
they was
who are these people?
and they put her in
Somebody,
the
hey Missy,
oversized
hey Tim.
jumpsuit. I'm like, why you couldn't just get a chunky girl to play that
Literally,
part?
Well, it
literally.
was funny because it was like, I was like, who is this? I said, I know damn well this is not supposed to be Missy.
Yes, it
That's
is.
what
And
I
they
said.
gave
And
her the
she was
shittiest
like, hey Missy,
pixie
hey
wig.
Tim. I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me
The
right now.
shittiest pixie wig they could find. They gave it
With
to her.
a big
And
ass
it was
jumpsuit. The
lifted.
girl looked like a crackhead.
And I said, Jesus. I'm like, Wendy, the budget could not have been that low.
It
But then again,
Tony
was.
her
did
wigs don't
a
be to
better
give you
movie with
business.
herself.
So and she come out smiling the next night, like, so what you guys
How'd you
watch
guys
last
like
night?
it?
I was like, bitch,
The
we
eight
on your
o'clock
ass.
news.
Okay, they was so her bad.
I'm like, have you been looking at the internet? She said everybody's a critic all of a sudden. I'm like, no, we just don't like you.
No, that shit was terrible. Had you done a good job, we would have given you your credit where it's due. But the shit was
She's like,
terrible. You
I was
know
just
it.
trying to make sure that y'all saw the truth. I'm like, well, I can't wait till we get the truth about you.
Okay,
Mm.
how you was drugged out doing all these radio shows
Now
and
they
shit.
did do one for her. She produced it.
Oh yeah, she
They sure
did. She
did,
said
and
she
I
went
forgot
I
all
mean,
crazy.
about it.
but the one thing is, I can't say about because she did spill her own tea on that. So
She will do that, but she ain't spill
that's
all
all.
of it.
That's one of the one things I respect about Wendy. Like she will spray her own tea.
So she said. She said I would ask y'all to respect my privacy, but I didn't do the same. So
Hmm.
I'm like, girl, as long as you fucking know,
Now my roommate finally getting home after 5 days.
Ooh,
I would never do that. I would come back after 3.
die, will you?
I'm just making sure my stance on my application is heard.
I cannot.
I don't know. I might not have to go now. Thank God. Who
Why?
knows? I don't know. Like, and then she's like freaking out about it, and I was like, I was like, I know you like cannot like wait for things to happen. I was like, but this is one of those situations. I was like, we will cross that bridge if we get to it. I was like,
Right.
if I have to go, I guess I'm gonna go. If I don't have to go, I don't have to go.
I'd be crying too. I'm not gonna lie because you about to leave me here with these people.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what she was like. I was like, I don't know. The only reason I would want to go is to potentially get some more money.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Period.
And literally
If
that's it. Nothing else is appealing besides the money.
I
if
mean,
you
when you
have to
have to
go, I
move,
just
or
pray
is
that
it like
they.
within town?
No, it's like 20 minutes away from me.
Oh, okay.
I just hope that the if you do go that they have the slightest bit of common sense. The
You know,
slightest.
that
No.
on the call won't be firing people. Shoot.
Child,
You're
after what you
fired.
told us last week, I just
I will never get over that. I said, ain't no
I can't
fucking
get
way.
over that because
Babes.
child, it's no way to explain that. You can't explain it. You can't excuse it. Like
Who's doing their nails?
Me, sorry.
I just like
I'm
that
about to
sound.
cry thinking about it.
The sound of it
Stop,
is
please,
it sounds
please.
nice.
I'm like, I really should have. I literally should have been packed. I'm like fucking up really bad because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be packed by today, and I'm not even halfway through done packing, and I still need to do laundry.
That sounds like you.
Huh?
That sounds like you.
Fair.
I hate it. Because I was really trying to be like super organized so I don't like freak out and overpack.
See, I would have packed your bag for you.
Di, if you don't shut up.
I appreciate it.
I would have, cause I'd be ready before everybody else in the house be ready. We go on trip. I'm like, I'm ready. Y'all bag packed? They be like, no. I'm like, why not?
Di be
It's
ready
time to
to
roll
go.
out. Let's go. My bag be
Let's
ready a week in
ride.
advance. I know what I'm gonna wear,
Mhm.
and I have outfits for 2 parts of the day, maybe
My
three,
shit is
depends on how
laid
my day
Well, I
go.
have like I have like some of the outfits together. I have to figure out I'm not worried about what I'm wearing for ATV because it's gonna get gross.
Hmm.
So I was just gonna bring like a pair of leggings and then like a whatever like tank
A nice
top
sports bra.
or like muscle top or whatever.
Where you gonna be at?
Scottsdale.
Oh, the titties gonna be out.
out.
Oh my gosh. Probably it's like hot. It's gonna be hot. It's like
It's gonna be
two of
hot
the
as hell.
days
It's
it's
hot
like
as fuck in
99.
Arizona.
One of the days is 101.
Mm.
My fucking god.
Child, I put
I said,
pasties
oh
on and
hell
call it a
no.
day.
Yeah, like I was like, oh my god, yeah, I really need well, I have to pack tomorrow. I fucking leave on Thursday.
And don't
Um
forget your sunscreen.
I have some. I don't know. I don't feel like being worried about bottle sizes because I'm getting a little bit concerned about that.
Can
I'm
you
concerned
squeeze
about
some
it with
kind
my
of roll-on
makeup
stick?
because I'm be pissed if I have to throw that bottle out.
Mm.
True.
And it's at this point like what terrorists are bringing weapons and makeup bottles?
Apparently now you can't have
That's a
peanut
good
butter at the
question.
airport either.
I don't know.
You can't what?
Have peanut butter. But who's bringing
No.
peanut butter to the airport?
That's so
I mean,
random.
you never know. Might get hungry.
Oh,
Please.
okay. Well, we have our culprit, y'all.
It's
That's who's
Kenny.
bringing peanut butter to the airport.
Make a quick PB and J, you know.
I cannot.
You can make that before you go. Have your snacks ready. Because at the airport it costs $10 or more.
I'm not eating shit at the airport. I'm gonna get one drink right before I board, and that's it.
Please be
Mm.
careful.
I wish I could have used my flight credits. Damn.
What am I supposed to be?
Such a shame. I would have been flying out this whole time.
We'll save them for next year.
I don't have them. I didn't set it up.
Oh, honey.
I did not set it up.
So I sure am gonna use them for
All
Armenia. I said, ooh, a short ass flight for this much, say less.
right.
I could use calming out.
So I'm gonna record tomorrow. I'll make sure to include Nicole's stuff in there, and if Alexis has stuff tomorrow, I'll include it in there. It'll be up late tomorrow or probably Thursday for the podcast. If you guys want to, you can go over there and follow it. Make sure you listen to us on Spotify, Apple, or Google, and please give us a rating. It really, really helps everybody know our podcast and see it, especially in the category that we are talking about, because there are a lot of podcasts, but there's only one us. Okay? Make
Period.
sure you
Do you
guys,
remember when there wasn't that many?
yeah.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden, there's just a
COVID
big ass
was
bill.
it. COVID was.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Everybody had production values. Everybody got microphones and
Them PPP
Mhm.
loans and everything else
right,
was peaky in
right.
there.
We was like,
Now scrambling, hoping they don't get caught.
man, I was like, nah, I'm good. We just gonna
My
keep
cousin
on
is such a
trucking.
fucking scammer. Like he's like been to prison for it a few times, and he literally took out a PP loan to take his girl and the kids to fucking Disney World.
That's so sweet.
What?
I can't.
It's the thought that counts.
Yes.
Please stop.
He had good intent. Ain't like he, took it and blew the fucking money. He went to Disney World.
He
Yeah, that's
used like
all
somebody.
good.
He like used like a very, very, very small portion of it for like his business, but literally the other most of it was for vacation.
Yeah, like you couldn't say nothing to me. Yeah, my daddy a scammer, but I went to Disney World on y'all hoes.
Mm.
So now
And
what?
I should have known because it was like, because I think he asked, because he asked me, did I want to go? And I don't really like his baby mama like that. And
Mm,
then I like, and I think I like just started working again, so I couldn't really get time off like that.
Mhm.
And then my mom couldn't go for some reason. And I was like, okay, I was like, how much um will we have to pay? And then he was like, oh, only like he's like, bring money for like whatever, you know, stuff you
extra
want to
shit.
get, and then like pay for your plane ticket, and that's it. And I was like, what?
Oh
Mm,
boy.
So that should have been my clue.
yeah.
And then he told me like a couple years later, like,
Shout out to the scammers and the drug dealers. We love y'all. Occasionally
I can't.
the boosters too. Only if you boost the good shit.
I
Don't come
anyway.
up to me with no city trends talking about a tracksuit. I don't want it.
City
I can
trend.
go get it myself.
Y'all please do me a solid and go over to the KTT. There's a bunch of stuff for you to listen to, and there's more than just one type of topic, so you have to listen to it, okay? So we got the Am I the Asshole stuff that comes out on Fridays. The Red Rum stuff comes out on Mondays, and then on Wednesdays, which for whatever reason it popped up early yesterday. Pop Culture Wednesday is where all of the news and the weird celebrity shit goes. So if you go over there and listen to that stuff, you'll hear all of the stories that have been popping up on the blogs all over the place. And if you do me a solid and just give me a thumbs up on that episode or those shows, that would be great as well. It'll help in my algorithm and I can keep going doing what I'm doing.
All right,
With
because
all
the
that
news girlies is tripping this week.
yeah, it's a lot
Uh,
of shit. So I have a lot of stuff to cover this week. Not to mention the whole shit with Don Lemon, the CEO of NBC Universal, being fired for sexual harassment, and of course Tucker Carlson getting his fucked up ass, toupee ass, the fuck up out of Fox News. So it's a lot of shit going on, which I found and researched all of that, and I'm gonna talk about that tonight while I'm trying to get this stuff done. So I'm gonna get that podcast fixed and ready, and it should be going up tomorrow afternoon, and y'all can hear all of the mess because
Yes,
it's a lot of it. Okay.
we love the mess.
Hmm? So
of course,
Friday
'cause
is
it
the
do be so much.
first day of the draft. A lot of people are
Oh,
speculating
it's
that
Friday?
yeah, it
Hmm.
starts Friday. A lot of people are
Friday to Monday.
speculating where people are going. Don't worry, because on our podcast we're going to do the mock draft, and then we're going to talk about the new World Heavyweight Championship for WWE. So Don and Rico are going to be featured on that episode because Nicole is leaving, and then Alexis has exams, so they're going to be with me, and I can yell and scream at them. Okay.
Whip. Is anybody yelling at me?
I am. I'm gonna yell at him too. Anyways, we got the draft Friday, and then next week on the 6th of May, you got Backlash. So you're gonna have Cody going up against Lesnar, Seth is going up against Omos, and then you're gonna have this tag team, which a lot of people are paying attention to, because if the Usos lose, they're gonna be in trouble with their tribal chief for sure, for sure.
Hmm.
But they got a match Friday that they are desperate to win. And seeing as how they dedicated this match to Roman Reigns, I don't think they're gonna win. So we'll have to wait and see on Friday how that's gonna play out. Zelina Vega has officially challenged Rhea Ripley for her SmackDown Women's Championship. So
Why
that's
I got this crazy ass
happening.
render up here?
She do look crazy.
Just giving
It's
all
like a
teeth.
fucking. It's giving Angry Birds.
She looked like a Proud Family character.
Please stop.
Oh damn! Out of all the fucking pictures, y'all choose this one. Dead ass wrong.
Hmm.
Get justice, ZZ Top. Get justice, because this is crazy.
Rhea and Zelina gonna go at it in Puerto Rico, and we know Zelina ain't gonna win, but she gonna put
Mi
up a good
gente.
fight. Bianca and Io are gonna have a battle in Puerto Rico as well for the Raw Women's Championship, and then there's a triple threat on the rise with Austin Theory
This
defending his
just looks like a
United States
mess.
Championship against
He
Tittles
looks like
Bronson
he smelled
Reed
something bad.
and Milk Dud head ass Bobby Lashley. Okay. And then the final match, which probably will close the show, is a street fight between Benito, Bad Bunny, and of course his
Yo,
puta,
not
Damian
for
Priest.
nothing, but Damian Priest looked like he just got all the black duct tape and put it on the sides of his head.
Yeah, they filled that shit in real heavy.
That Beijing is
He
jinging.
do be laying his shit down real slick though, but y'all ain't have to fill that in like that.
He mad.
That's some serious ass Photoshop. Y'all need to do better.
You know what I'm saying?
That
He
looks a
may have put that
mess.
eco styling gel on there real thick, but he ain't not
Stop.
that thick.
He
Not
uses
that
that
thick.
army girl gel.
He used the black gel.
Y'all,
The blue magic gel.
please. I'm gonna go. I will see y'all tomorrow with Freestyle Wednesday because these fools are. If I'm late with Freestyle Wednesday, it's because of Don. I blame him.
Because of me.
It's gonna be because of him. Okay. So I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll figure something else for Freestyle Wednesday.
Bye.
I'll
Oh.
Bye.